Good evening and welcome to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth in the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. It is time for the Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau pregame show. As we've got about 1 minute left to go in the JV game. Looks like the girls varsity game will start at about 5:30. Listen to Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. When we come back, we'll set the scene for tonight's matchup.
The monster is coming, and it wants you and your family.
And that's great news, really, because it's time for the Bear Lake Monster Winterfest, January 27th through the 29th. Winterfest is all about an incredible celebration of winter and all the fun it brings. So start Friday with Monster Winter Sports and Trails Day, a free event featuring fat tire bikes, snowshoes, snowmobiles, and tubes for the kids. Also a taste of Bear Lake, with local restaurants dishing up their tasty specialties. Then Saturday, it's the Monster 5K Walk and Run, a Monster Cisco Disco Tournament, chili cook-off, even a cardboard boat regatta, followed by the famous Monster Plunge. Come on, Bear Lake awaits. Visit BearLakeMonsterWinterfest.com for pre-registration times and locations. That's BearLakeMonsterWinterfest.com. Presented by Bear Lake Visitors Bureau and Bear Lake Chamber.
Well, welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth in the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com as the JV game concludes. When we come back, we will have the scene set for you on the Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau pregame show.
As one of the region's most visited websites, mylocalradio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Check the weather forecast or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on mylocalradio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit mylocalradio.com today to stream it all live.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth of the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. It is time for the scene set brought to you by mylocalradio.com on the Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau pregame show. And to set the scene for tonight's matchup, Rich Rebels come in 11-3, 4-0 in conference play. The Big Piney Punchers 5-5, 1-1 in region play. As the Rebels coming into this game feeling good, two key region wins last weekend. They will have one game this weekend, so expect them to empty the tank, so to say, tonight, as this will be the only game they're playing this weekend. And for them, got to get your legs underneath you, as it was a 2-hour bus ride to Big Piney, as you know, you got to get your legs going. As you got to get your legs going. And I expect them to do so for the Punchers. I mean, talking to head coach of the Big Piney Punchers, they struggle with turnovers. They average about 30 turnovers per game. But an interesting fact about the Big Piney Punchers, they are first in 2A in field goal percentage. So when they do get the ball on the offensive end, they're pretty efficient at 41%. But they struggle with turnovers. And that's something the Rich Rebels can take advantage of. They can press. They can use that to their advantage. That has been today's scene set, brought to you by mylocalradio.com on the Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau pregame show. When we come back, we'll have your Town of Woodruff Standout Student of the Week. You're listening to Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
This presentation on mylocalradio.com is also brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. With over 3 decades of experience, Dr. Todd Hoover can help you with all the chiropractic work you need, plus x-rays, blood work, a weight loss program, and can help you get rid of allergies and migraines. Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic in Evanston.
Business cards are a powerful and inexpensive way to promote the goods and services you offer. You can design your own cards or have the professionals at West Star Printing design your business cards. Now with same-day and next-day turnaround on all business card printing, you don't have to wait. Get your business cards today. Professional quality, inexpensive prices, and quick turnaround. Visit West Star Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston, across from the library. West Star Printing, 307-789-5202.
Well, welcome back to the Les Schwab Playing Cards broadcast booth. The Noble Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. We come back, we'll have our Town of Woodruff Standout Student of the Week interview with Ben Sellers. Listen to Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. More of the Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau pregame show after this.
Randolph, Utah is a town of extremes. At an elevation of 6,300 feet, with temperatures over 90 in the summer and often 40 below in the winter, the folks who call Randolph home have to be a hardy crew. Maybe that is one reason why the simple things in life mean so much to Rich County. Residents value hard work, education, a value for God, family, and country, and being a good neighbor. Mayor Sim Bell and the town board, Melanie Lim, Clay Barker, Brandon Hatch, and Frank Sano, support the Rich Rebels and hope that you can come back often.
With Ben Sellers, senior at Rich High School. He's this week's Town of Woodruff standout student. Ben, how you doing today?
I'm good.
So we're nearly to the end of the second trimester of your senior year. Has your senior year been everything you wanted it to be?
No, it's gone so fast. There's so many more things that I would have liked to do. But it's been really good. It's just gone by way faster than I could have ever expected.
So let's start in the fall. You ran cross country for the team in the fall. Can you just kind of talk about some of the stories that maybe you have from the cross season?
Yeah, so we would always go on our on the bus on the way home after we would race. We would come back and stop at like a gas station or something, and we would always get slushies or ices or something. That's just something that our team always did. And then I never knew that they were carbonated. It's basically frozen soda, basically. But I never knew they were carbonated. And so this year, our coach told us that that it was carbonated, but he had just never stopped us before. And we have this thing like where we don't drink soda for the entire season. And anyway, so we found out that at the beginning of the year, and we didn't have any of our ices for the entire season. And then as soon as state came around, we were just so happy to get our ices back.
So ours was sweet tarts and slushies. Me and a buddy used to drive in my dad's truck, big F-250, and we'd go get sweet tarts and slushies every day after either practice or a game. So I kind of get where you're coming from. So what about wrestling season? Do you have any thoughts on wrestling season, how it's going? You guys have a lot of new kids, and, you know, obviously wrestling's something that if you're not overly experienced, then can be a rough time.
Yeah, I'm new myself. This is my first year doing it as a senior. It's kind of interesting to get thrown in because everybody, like on the brackets and stuff, they don't know how much experience you have other than your win-to-loss ratio. And so on there, I have a little 12 by mine because I'm a senior, and everybody, you know, expects the seniors to be tough, and I kind of get thrown around a lot. But I've definitely improved, and it was a last-minute decision for me. I wasn't sure if I was going to do it or even how long I was going to do it if I started doing it, but it's been really good. We've definitely improved as a team, and a lot of new people there that I know that are probably going to stay and enjoy it.
What are you looking forward to in track season?
I don't know. I'm not the best at really anything, but I really enjoy hanging out with the people there, and I don't know, making more memories. It's, you know, the last season that I'm going to get with these guys. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Academic-wise, what are you looking to do in your last semester of high school?
I have nothing really crazy. I'm working on a couple of Bridgerland classes, including the PC Pro stuff. I'm hoping to get some certifications so that I can kickstart something for college, but nothing too crazy.
What are some of your hobbies outside of school?
Oh, I don't know. Since wrestling season started, I haven't had a lot of free time, but I really like to go skiing. Every chance that I get, I go skiing. We got my brother, who hasn't been skiing for a while, back for one day, and that was really, really fun. So, what is something the world should know about you? I have a tendency to tell everybody I meet everything about me, so it's, I don't know, I'm not really hiding anything.
So you mean exactly what we're doing right now?
I guess.
Thanks, Ben. We want to thank Ben Sellers for being a part of today's Town of Woodruff Standout Student of the Week interview on the Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau pregame show. When we come back, we'll hear from the head coach of the Big Piney Punchers. Listen to Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
In the state where life is elevated, live your life in a higher gear. Cash Honda Yamaha can help you enjoy our beautiful local terrain, whether it's in the valleys, mountains, snow, or water. So get out and enjoy all nature has to offer at a higher speed. Visit Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley to start living your life at your new speed. Visit us in Hyde Park, just north of Logan, Utah.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. Middle of Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. When we come back, we will have an interview with head coach of the Big Piney Punchers. That is head coach Brian Espenscheid on the Pam Corney at Town and Realty Coaches Show as part of the Bear Lake Convention Visitors Bureau pregame show.
Pam Cornea with Town & Country Realty in beautiful Bear Lake enthusiastically supports the Rich High Rebels.
After all, I raised 4 of them, from football, basketball, wrestling to volleyball. I supported them all. I bleed blue.
The Caribbean of the Rockies, Bear Lake, offers a variety of activities in every season. Pam would love to assist you in finding your own Bear Lake retreat. Call her today, 435-779-0012.
Here with head coach of the Big Piney girls varsity basketball team, and that's head coach Brian Espenscheid. Coach Espenscheid, how you doing today?
Good.
So you guys are sitting 500, but you have some positives on the season. What are some things that you have liked about your season so far?
You know, we've won some games. I've been a part of this deal when we haven't won hardly any games. So you can win some games. That's a big deal. And, you know, our kids I've got super good kids, you know, just really good kids. They're easy to be around, and they're a pretty tight-knit group. They're all pretty friendly with one another, and, you know, they're all way coachable. Got 4 seniors that lead the way. You know, they always show up for practice, and they always try to do what they're supposed to do. So that's a pretty big positive.
What is one thing you would like to see improvement out of your team?
Oh, we gotta do a better job of attacking the paint a little bit. You know, our guards are athletic, and we've been preaching, trying to get them to attack the paint a little bit, because they're quick-footed, and they can be real effective if they get inside the defense a little bit. We see a lot of zone defense, and can be a big problem in girls basketball if you don't have some lights-out shooters, which we don't really have lights-out shooters, but we got some pretty good athletes that we just got to get them to penetrate the zone defense more and better.
Who is one player on your team that you guys kind of turn to for their leadership qualities?
Hannah Runyon. She's a senior, and she's one of our leading scorers, probably our leading rebounder. She's a super sharp kid, and always kind of understands what we should be doing at any given moment. So I think she's definitely that gal.
In preparation for the Rich Rebels, what kind of stands out to you on film?
Well, you know, we played against the Rich quite a bit in the summertime, mostly, you know, and on occasion during the season. But I really appreciate Cody, what he does with those girls, and he's been a great guy to compete against, and tried to help me in some strategy situations, and we've had some fun playing against each other in the summer. And Rich County's always good. They're aggressive. You know, I feel like they're just pretty dang aggressive. They're usually pretty athletic and they're well coached. You know, they're always organized and they're in the right place at the right time. Usually they're not just going to be helter-skelter. You know, they're well organized and, you know, they got a good zone strategies and they got good man-to-man strategies. They're dang sure going to play defense and rebound the ball.
One last question, Coach. You guys will be successful tonight if you guys do what?
Well, we got to play good defense all the time. We've got to break the pressure all the time consistently. That'll be a big, big key for us. And then we've got to be organized. You know, we've got to make sure we're running what we're supposed to run at the right time. And hopefully we're going to press a little bit, and we'll hopefully be able to turn them over once in a while.
We want to thank head coach of the Big Piney Punchers, Brian Espenshide, for being a part of the Pam Cornea at Town & Country Realty Coaches Show on the Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau pregame show. When we come back, we'll hear from head coach of the Rich Rebels, Cody Lundgren.
Rich School District has a legendary history of student success in the classroom and in other areas. Over 70% of Rich High students are involved in extracurricular activities. Participation in the classroom, on the field, in the gym, or on the stage helps students reach their potential. Working together with students, the community, and an amazing staff, we have the opportunity to build tomorrow's leaders. Rich School District, focusing on success, one student at a time.
Precision, the quality, condition, or fact of being exact and accurate.
Precision is important. Scoring the next point, making the perfect shot, getting the best score. And when you think of your dentist, you want precision to be the first word that comes to mind. That's why patients are so pleased with Dr. McKay Frankum. He provides precision family dentistry at reasonable prices to every patient. Dr. McKay Frankum, call today for an appointment.
Call Dr. McKay Frankum at 7.
The monster is coming, and it wants you and your family.
And that's great news, really, because it's time for the Bear Lake Monster Winterfest, January 27th through the 29th. Winterfest is all about an incredible celebration of winter and all the fun it brings. So start Friday with Monster Winter Sports and Trails Day, a free event featuring fat tire bikes, snowshoes, snowmobiles, and tubes for the kids. Also a taste of Bear Lake, with local restaurants dishing up their tasty specialties. Then Saturday, it's the Monster 5K Walk and Run, a Monster Cisco Disco Tournament, chili cook-off, even a cardboard boat regatta, followed by the famous Monster Plunge. Come on, Bear Lake awaits. Visit BearLakeMonsterWinterfest.com for pre-registration times and locations. That's BearLakeMonsterWinterfest.com. Presented by Bear Lake Visitors Bureau and Bear Lake Chamber.
Here with head coach of the girls varsity basketball team. That's head coach Cody Lundgren. And Coach Lundgren, you guys had a great weekend this weekend. You started off with a 14-point win over Tabiona. Can you just talk about that game?
Our girls obviously had a lot of emotion in that game. That's the team we lost to by 1 point in the semis last year. So they really wanted to go out and compete in that game and do well, and I thought they did a great job that night.
So Ellie Argyle scored 19 points and probably, I would say, her best offensive weekend, and then starting with that game. Can you just talk about the impact that she had on the first game?
Yeah, you know, we had really good ball movement in our offense, and then as that ball movement happens, our posts were able to get really good position down on the block, and then the guards were able to get it to them and make good passes, good post entry passes. So, and then when those post players got it, so Ellie, you know, she got it down on the block and she finished well, and you know, she went to the line and knocked down her free throws too.
You guys played ICS on Saturday, and maybe the only complaint you could have had in the first game was that you guys started a little bit slow. Was not the case for this game. What was key for you guys getting out to that big lead early?
The girls are just playing sharp right now. They're seeing the floor really well, and they're not forcing as many things as they did earlier in the season. So they're just getting better looks, and when they get those looks, they're doing well with them.
As a coach, how does it feel when you're playing some of the players that might not play as much during the season, but when they're getting opportunity to score and they're scoring, your bench is still getting up and cheering for them just like they would for the starters? What does that mean to you as a coach?
You know, these girls are really bought into the team, you know what I mean? And whether it's our starters on the bench cheering for the bench or if it's our bench cheering for the starters, you know, they're there for each other, and they know when they're on the bench, whether they're a starter or a senior or whether a sophomore and they're a bench player, that's their job, is to be vocal and be loud and be positive for the kids out on the floor.
After a big
big weekend in region. What can you do to kind of refocus your team and get them ready for the next week, this week being Big Piney?
We focus on a game at a time. So right now, the next game is Big Piney, and they've got some good players. They've got a post that's really big, and they've got some guards that are fast and athletic. And, you know, he runs a lot of stuff. He'll throw different traps at us, and he'll throw the ball down the floor on fast breaks. So we got to be ready to play.
You guys were really good in the turnover margin this weekend. Is that something you guys talked about coming into the game? If you guys can control the turnover margin, that you guys would be super successful?
Yeah, we've been working on it. So these girls, you know, they set a couple team goals a couple weeks ago, and they're working on it really hard right now.
So one last question. You got Big Piney coming up. What do you want to see from your team against Big Piney for you guys to be successful?
You know, I just want to keep them being focused, and while being focused, have fun playing, because that's why we're playing this game. Is it's fun, and it should be fun. And at the same time, though, we got to come in with a focused mindset about our opponent and what we need to do to win.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plain Stars broadcast booth. Special thanks to Cody Lunger for being a part of today's Pam Corney at Town & Country Realty Show. When we come back, we'll have your keys to the game.
When you drive on the best tires that are rotated, balanced, and inflated properly, you can save money 2 ways. The best tires can reduce wear and tear on your vehicle. That saves you money in the long run. The best tires can also improve your overall miles per gallon. That helps you save every time to fill up at the pump. At Freeway Tire in Evanston, we offer the best tires with the best service for every vehicle. Make sure you're running on the best tires you can. Visit Freeway Tire today, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
Taking care of yourself is important through all stages of life. Bear Lake Community Health Center offers a holistic approach to a healthy body and mind that includes education, prevention, and networking. We offer medical, dental, behavioral health, nutrition, and pharmacy services. We accept most insurance, including Medicaid, Medicare, and have a sliding scale discount plan. Choose Bear Lake Community Health Center, 435-946-3660.
Whatever brings you to Evanston, whether it's high school sports, a teaching conference, music festivals, speech and debate, or your job, always book your hotel reservations at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. With 165 ground-level rooms on 10 beautiful acres, the Best Western offers everything you need, including clean, comfortable rooms, a business office, workout room, and a full-service restaurant, plus a complimentary breakfast with every stay. Whenever you're in Evanston, make your hotel reservations with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn.
Now you've got a safe and secure place to store your boat, RV, ATVs, and other vehicles right in town. T-Bar Body Shop offers storage for just $35 per month. Long and short-term storage options are available. Of course, T-Bar Body Shop also offers custom body work when you have an accident. We work with your insurance directly and get the job done right. T-Bar Body Shop offers a wide range of services. Stop in today and see all the ways T-Bar can serve you. 515 County Road, Evanston. Let T-Bar fix your car.
Welcome back inside the Les Schwab Plain Stars broadcast booth. Middle of Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. It is time for your keys to tonight's matchup. And the keys to today's matchup for the Rebels is get off to a quick start, as long day, this team only averages 37.3 points per game, but they turn the ball over 30 times, so turn that defense into offense. And now it is time for your starting lineups, as we're going to take the girls starters off. We only have our starting lineups. Starting for the Rebels, number 2, Darlene Peterson. She's a senior, also a senior. Number 10, Ellie Argyle. Third senior of the group, number 15, Tylee Tingy. Junior, number 25, Violet Taylor. And to round out the starting lineup for your Rich Rebels. Number 40, Haiti Pugmire.
The Rebels are coached by Brittany Grohl, Cody Lundgren.
As head coach Cody Lundgren's team hits the floor.
And now,
for the starting lineups for the Punchers of Big Piney.
Big Piney Lady Punchers. Starting for the Lady Punchers, a senior wearing number 5, Shelby Guest.
First starter for the Big Piney Punchers, senior number 5, Shelby Guest. Second starter, sophomore number 10, Micah Strong. Senior number 13, Sherry Ann Brower. Senior number 14, Rain Wheeler. And to round out the starting 5 for the Big Piney Punchers, senior number 42, Hannah Runyon. As once again, as we talked about in the pregame show, the Punchers, they average 37.3 points per game, but they lead all of 2A in field goal percentages at 41.6%. Their turnovers, that's really what gets them, as they are a 5-5 basketball team. When they turn the ball over, that's when it kind of goes haywire on the Punchers, as they average 26.9 turnovers per game, just a little under 30 per matchup. It is time for the My Local Radio tip-off, as it'll be Darlene Peterson for the Rebels, Hannah Runyon for the Punchers. We want to remind you before this game starts that free throws are brought to you by Bear Lake Realty, timeouts, independent software solution, three-pointers, T7 Propane, as it's one to Argyle. Argyle down the lane, 2 points early for the Rebels. Cannot script a better start as Ellie Argyle catches the tip, takes it all the way down the lane. She's got 2. Rebels nearly get his turnover. It's going to be Darlene Peterson to hold it for the Mountain Valley Cattle Company jump ball. Inbounds play brought to you by the Crawford Trough and the Fan Cam Bear Lake Realty. 2-0 early for the Rebels, 7:46 to go here in the T7 Propane first quarter. Rebels up 2-0. The Mountain Valley Cattle Company jump ball goes to the Punchers as Brower drives left, kicks it on the wing. It's Guest. Guest drives into the paint, poked away from behind by Tingy. That's good defense. 7:36 to go in the T7 Propane first quarter. 2-0 Rebels. Punchers will inbound under the Rebels hoop. Once again, we are in Wyoming. No shot clock in the state of Wyoming. They inbound to Brower. Brower dribbles to the top of the key. They find Strong. Strong drives to the paint. Kicks it to Runyon. Runyon continues to move it as Brower left-handed into the paint. Kicks it up top to Rain Wheeler. Wheeler into the paint. Shot on the way. Blocked by Darlene Peterson. Peterson grabs the board. Pushes to Tingy on the right wing. The Rebels are off and running. Tingy slows it down and will wait for the rest of her teammates. 7:12 to go in the T7 Propane first quarter. Rebels on top. Tingy has it on the right wing. To Peterson up top. It's poked away from her by Strong. Strong all the way down the lane. Stripped from behind by Darlene Peterson. But we'll get a foul against Peterson.
Rebel foul called on number 2.
They're going to call on the floor. The Punchers will have to inbound, they're going to call 2 shots as they were going up. Micah Strong to shoot 2 free throws. Strong is a 16% free throw shooter on the year. First free throw on the way is short. The Punchers come into this matchup shooting 38% from the line. Their actual field goal percentage from the floor is better than their free throw percentage. They go 0 for 2 as Ellie Argyle boxes out for the rebound. She finds Violet Taylor, and the Rebels are off and running. Peterson catches on the corner. Looks like the Punchers are going to try to trap as often as possible as Tingy has it on the right wing. She backs it out to Violet Taylor. Taylor skip pass to Argyle. Argyle catches it in the corner. Double team, takes one dribble, finds Taylor. Taylor works to Peterson. Peterson open for the left corner jumper. No good as Ellie Argyle is going to track down the rebound. She'll attack baseline, finds Tingy. Nice pass there from Argyle, finds Tingy. She buries the 15-footer at the top of the key. As Tingy buries the first jumper, 4-0 Rebels on the Station on Main scoreboard. Here they come with the press. They work it to the middle. They go back to Strong. Punchers are able to break the press that time. Brower has it on the wing. Brower attacks the right elbow. Up top, they try to go inside, and that's turned over for the moment, as it's going to be a Mountain Valley Cattle Company jump ball. Rebels basketball as Tingy got her hands to it. 6:10 to go in the T7 Propane first quarter, 4-0 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Taylor is going to fire a long pass to Peterson, catches to Pugmire. Ellie Argyle with another great find as Haiti Pugmire is the recipient of a layup. Great ball movement there from the Rebels as it went to Peterson to Argyle to Pugmire to finish it as Ellie Argyle gets the assist. Punchers having trouble getting across the half-court line as Brower will step out of bounds. Good effort there from Peterson on the press. And with that, we're going to Independent Software Solutions timeout. You listen to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Whether it's for your home, your ranch, your equipment, or your business, when you need propane, count on the best. T7 Propane in Woodruff. The safe and professional team at T7 Propane offers quality product and the most responsive propane service in the area, so you can enjoy the affordability, reliability, and efficiency of propane. For heating, cooking, grilling, motor fuel, and more, count on the team at T7 for your personal or business propane needs. 435-793-4208.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth, the middle of Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. Rebels inbounded up 6-0 on the Station on Main scoreboard, 5:47 to go in the T7 Propane first quarter as Taylor kicks it on the wing to Peterson. Peterson skip past the right wing for Tingy. Tingy stripped from behind into the hands of Haiti Pugmire. She turns off glass, no good. Tingy had it in her hands for the moment, but we will get a Mountain Valley Cattle Company jump ball. This jump ball will go to the Punchers as the Rebels are going to press. Runyon has that her own free throw line. Works it on the wing to Brower as Brower's across the timeline. Backdoor pass to Strong is a good find to Strong, lays it in. First shot attempt of the ball game for the Punchers goes in. Punchers get a turnover. They go back to Strong. She's unable to corral it. 6-2 on the Station on Main scoreboard. This is kind of what we talked about for the Punchers. They've turned it over 4 times already. Their one shot attempt in the game has been good. 6-2 as the Rebels look to break the press. Taylor drives it down the left wing to Pugmire in the middle of the floor. Finds Peterson. Peterson lays it in. Great ball movement there from the Rebels. As Pugmire at the top of the key. Stolen by Peterson on the inbound. Crosses over into the paint. Shot attempt no good. But that was a great move there from Darlene at about the free throw line extended. She crossed over a defender, was able to get around her. Will shoot 2 Bear Lake Realty free throws. But back to that play before. As the Rebels, Taylor took off down the left wing, found Pugmire at the middle of the floor, and Pugmire hits Darlene Peterson with a bounce pass right in the hip as Peterson catches, lays it in. Peterson turns around, steals it. Now she's shooting free throws. First one is good. 9-2 on the Station on Main scoreboard. 4:55 to go in the T7 Propane first quarter on the way. Second one good. 2 for 2 from the Bear Lake Realty free throw line for Peterson as the Punchers look to break the press. They get it to the middle of the floor with Wheeler. Wheeler works it to Guest. Back up top to Strong. She dribbles it across the lane to Brower. Brower to Wheeler. They go inside to Runyon. Runyon turns, fires off the rim and out. Rebound pulled in by Argyle as Argyle throws it to a wing as Violet Taylor's able to chase it down. We're going to get a foul called as Violet Taylor did a good job hustling to that ball. Used her body to protect it as it's going to be Strong with the foul. That is her first foul of the game. As they go to Tingy. Tingy across the timeline. Tries to drop it off to Taylor. Intercepted. Strong drives. Tries to pass it across. That's turned over. Ellie Argyle with the steal and the pass ahead to Peterson. Peterson in front of everyone. Layup no good. As here come the Punchers back the other way. They turn it over again and Strong's unable to corral it. Helter-skelter pace with 4:11 to go in the T7 Propane first quarter. Back and forth action as both these teams trying to get out in transition. Have been able to do so. As Tingy will walk it across the timeline on the left wing. Finds Taylor. The Punchers are in a 1-3-1 zone as Argyle to the middle of the floor for Pugmire. Tingy, 15-footer on the way, no good. As the rebound's pulled in by Runyon. That shot too strong from Tingy. So here come the Punchers back the other way. It's Brower. Works it on the wing to Strong. Strong with the right-hand dribble. Passes it back into the left corner for Brower. They work it around. It's Guest. Tries to go inside to Runyon. Up top to Brower. Back to Guest on the right wing. Guest, hounded by Tingy, is able to find Wheeler. Wheeler works it to the wing for Brower. Brower drives, shot on the way, no good, as Peterson's going to haul in the rebound. Here come the Rebels back the other way. Peterson on the right wing, crosses over into the paint, left-hand floater, no good. Haiti Pugmire comes up with the rebound, turns, fires, that's good. Good work and patience there from Haiti Pugmire. She got the rebound, is able to turn around, fire it back up, as we're going to get an Independent Software Solutions timeout called by head coach of the Big Piney Punchers. That's head coach Brian Espenshad. You listen to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. As we're going to stay here through the break, Rebels are off to a hot start with Darlene Peterson and Haiti Pugmire leading the way with 4 apiece. Ellie Argyle has the other bucket. Excuse me, it's 12-2. Ellie Argyle and Tylee Tingy have the other buckets, and this is kind of what the Rebels needed here. Get off to a fast start. Their defense is forcing turnovers, and this has kind of been the season for the Big Piney Punchers. The turnovers have been really what sank them, and the Rebels are really taking advantage of it here. They're up 12-2 with 3:17 to go in the T7 Propane first quarter. Punchers ball out of bounds underneath their own hoop. They inbound to Strong. Rebels are going to press with a 2-1-2 here as they go to the middle of the floor. That's broken by the Punchers. They try to go inside as Pugmire is able to swipe it for the moment. Just couldn't save it as I think she stepped on the line before she got to the ball. Good effort there from Haiti as the Rebels nearly force another turnover. Checking the ball game for the Punchers. Number 1, Cody Green, as well as number 22, Briley Bailey. Got a couple of freshmen coming off the bench for the Punchers. 3:08 to go in the T7 Propane first quarter. Punchers ball. They go to the corner for Green. They work it to Strong up top. Brower has it. Brower into a dribble, finds Bailey. Bailey gets her first touch of the ball game, works to Strong. Around the wing to Green, who has her first touch of the ball game. Back to Bailey. Brower inside to Bailey. Bailey catches. We're going to get a traveling violation called against the Punchers. For the Punchers, they're only shooting 23.5% from the three-point line. The only player with a made three-pointer, according to YO Preps, is number 13, Sherry Ann Brower, as they don't shoot very many threes either as the Rebels look to break the press. It's Taylor. To the middle of the floor for Hannah Scott. Hannah Scott dribbles, finds Peterson in the corner. Skip past to Tingy. She's thought about the shot. Works it to Argyle. Argyle to Taylor. Back to Peterson in the corner. Peterson tries to go inside to Hannah Scott. That's poked out of bounds by the Punchers. It'll be Rebels basketball underneath their own hoop as we have a Crawford Troth inbounds play in the hands of Ellie Argyle. As she goes to Scott. Scott's pass is stolen by the Punchers. Here comes Strong out in front of everyone as Violet Taylor gets back, plays good defense there, but Micah Strong with the better finish. Some would say a strong finish as she went through the contact. Rebels work it down to Scott. Her 5-foot jumper off glass, no good, and we're going to get a foul called against the Rebels. 12-4 on the Station on Main scoreboard as the Punchers are yet to score against the Rebels set defense. Both baskets have come off a turnover as the Punchers inbound to Brower. Brower gets it back on the left wing as she dribbles to the middle of the floor. Finds Strong streaking down the wing. They go inside to Bailey. Bailey has it swiped away by Darlene Peterson. That's a Rich County government steal as Peterson is going to be called for a traveling violation. Checking back into the game for the Rebels, Haiti Pugmire will replace Ellie Argyle. Brower to inbound for the Punchers. She does so to Wheeler. Wheeler spins back up top to Green as Strong catches at the top to Key. They work it to the elbow for Wheeler. Back to Strong. She's going to dribble right-handed across the free throw line. They work it around. Brower thought about three. Instead, moves it to Bailey, to Green. The freshman drives to the elbow, finds Wheeler at the top to Key. Strong gets it back as she gets a pick from Green. Wheeler has it. Thought about three. The Punchers really patient here in this possession as Cody Green pulls up from 20 feet away. No good. Rebound into the arms of Tylee Tingy. Great defense there from the Rebels. Tingy will walk it up the floor. Finds Violet Taylor on the wing. Taylor continues her attack, navigates the lane, finishes the right-hand layup as Violet Taylor does a good job navigating traffic, gets her first 2 points of the ball game. Rebels are going to press. Punchers look to break. It's Brewer. Finds Strong on the right wing. That pass is deflected away into the hands of Tylee Tingey. Another Rich County government steal for the Rebels. Under a minute to go in the T7 Propane first quarter. Rebels on the attack with Tingey. She finds Peterson. Her left corner three on the way. No good. As the Punchers come away with the rebound. Pass to the middle of the floor. Deflected by Hannah Scott. As Violet Taylor hits the floor. It's going to be out of bounds. Off of Brower. As Janie Wallenstein will check in for Tylee Tingey. Punchers look to press. 43.8 to go in the T7 Propane first quarter. Wallenstein inbounds it to Scott. Stolen by Brower. That's a great play there from Brower. As she slows it down, finds Green on the left wing. Green with the left-hand dribble to the elbow. Tries to find Wheeler inside. We're going to get a reach-in foul against Violet Taylor.
Rich County foul called on number 25, Violet Taylor.
That'll be Taylor's first, team third of the half. They inbound. They find Wheeler. Wheeler on the block elects to kick it out to Green. Brower from the right wing. They work it to Green on the left wing. Back up top for Wheeler. Wheeler's pass deflected by Violet Taylor. She comes away with the Rich County government steal and draws the foul against Strong. That'll be Strong's second foul.
10, Micah Strong, her second.
Team third, as the Punchers will replace her with Shelby Guest. 19.3 to go in the T7 Propane first quarter. Rebels up 14-4 on the Station on Main scoreboard as Peterson inbounds to Violet Taylor. Taylor works to Wallenstein on the wing. Back to Taylor up top. Peterson in the corner. Attacks the baseline. Kicks it to Wallenstein. That's going to be just a little too high, out of bounds. 10.7 to go in the first quarter. Rebels are going to press. Wheeler has the ball in her hands, inbounding from across the way of her bench. Go to Brower. Brower to the middle of the floor. That's stolen by Hannah Scott. Rebels look to push it. 4 to go in the quarter. Peterson pulls up, 15-footer on the way. Rolls around, no good. As that will do it for us here in the T7 Propane first quarter. Listen to Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
In the state where life is elevated, live your life in a higher gear. Cash Honda Yamaha can help you enjoy our beautiful local terrain, whether it's in the valleys, mountains, snow, or water. So get out and enjoy all nature has to offer at a higher speed. Visit Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley to start living your life at your new speed. Visit us in Hyde Park, just north of Logan, Utah.
A healthy smile improves life in many ways. Fresher breath, increased confidence, and better overall health. Dr. Sean Grohl and his team at Comprehensive Family Dental have been supporting Rich Rebels for over 25 years. Call today and schedule your next appointment. Go Rebels!
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plain Stars broadcast booth in the middle of the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. Rebels up 14-4 to start the Stacy's Repair second quarter as Janie Wallenstein has the Crawford Troth inbounds pass in her hands. She finds Violet Taylor and the Rebels are into the offense. Wallenstein is going to pull up for three on the right wing, off the side of the rim and out. Rebound pulled in by the Punchers. As they work it to the wing, it's Guest. Guest will dribble up the right wing. Pass stolen by Violet Taylor as Strong, playing with 2 fouls, knocks it out of her hand. I think, as the refs are going to confer. They're going to call a jump ball. It'll be Punchers basketball. The refs didn't see the play there. 7:43 to go in the Stacy's Repair second quarter. Tough break for the Rebels as Brower's going to inbound it. Argyle backs way off the inbound passer as they go to the corner, trying to go inside to Runyon. She turns, fires, no good. Off the side of the rim and out as Wallenstein pulls down the rebound. She slows it down, finds Violet Taylor. She'll walk it across the timeline. Goes to Ellie Argyle in the left corner. Argyle attacks the middle of the floor, finds Wallenstein left corner. Go to Pugmire. Pugmire inside to Hannah Scott. Nice play there as Scott buries the layup. Good find there from Haiti Pugmire. 16-4 on the Station on Main scoreboard. 7:12 to go in the Station's Repair second quarter. Strong playing with 2 fouls. Works to Brower on the left wing. To Runyon up top. Hannah Runyon is the player that head coach Brian Espenscheid said that the Punchers go to when they need a basket or when they need leadership. See if they go to her here. They get it to her up top. Runyon works it on the wing to Wheeler. Make that Brower. Strong to Guest. Up top to Wheeler. To Brower. Try to go inside to Runyon. Turns, fires, off glass, and good. And just what we talked about, they went to Hannah Runyon. She gets the layup and the and one. As head coach Brian Espenscheid said, that is their player they go to when they need something, when they need leadership. She cuts the lead to 10. Checking the ball game for the Rebels, number 4, Casey Wilson, as well as number 15, Tylee Tingey.
Number 4, Casey Wilson. On the floor for Big Piney, number 20, Lizzie Brandt.
6:38 to go in the T7 Pro in the Epic record. We'll try that again. 6:38 to go in the Stacy's Repair second quarter. Runyon to the line. For her free throw is good. 1 of 3 from the line for the Punchers as the Rebels look to break the press. It's Wilson across the left wing. Picks up her dribble in the corner. We're going to get a foul called. It'll be against Strong. That is her 3rd foul.
Foul is called on number 10, Micah Strong, her 3rd personal.
The 5 on the floor for the Rebels, Wilson, Tingey, Pugmire, Peterson, and Ellie Argyle as Tingey skip past the corner to Peterson. Peterson works it to cross the floor to Argyle. Rebels work it all the way back around to Peterson as she tries a skip pass across the floor as Argyle had gone inside. 16-7 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Rebels with the lead. 6:16 to go in the Stacy's Repair second quarter. It's Strong. She has 3 fouls now. Plays it up the floor to Brandt. Shelby Guest has it on the left wing as she surveys. Works it to Strong up top, gets it back. Guest gets a pick from Runyon. Wheeler has it on the wing. Passes the corner for Strong. She dribbles left-handed out of the corner to Runyon up top. They go inside, shot on the way, no good, but we're going to get a foul called on the floor.
That foul was called on number 15, Tylee Tingey.
Foul's on Tingey. That is her first.
Back in the lineup.
Team 5th of the half. 5:52 to go in the Stacy's Repair second quarter. Brower to inbound for the Punchers. Inside to Runyon. She turns off glass. No good. Ellie Argyle comes away with the rebound. Pushes it on the wing to Peterson. Peterson slows down to wait for her teammates. Tingey across the timeline, guarded by Brandt. They go to Wilson. Pugmire catches at the free throw line. Backdoor pass to Argyle as Argyle kicks it to Wilson. Wilson lays it in. Terrific ball movement for the Rebels as Casey Wilson buries the 10-foot jumper rather than a layup. As here come the Punchers the other way. Layup on the way. No good. Argyle with the rebound. Tingey pushes the ball up the floor to the elbow. Drops it off for Haiti Pugmire. Cannot complete the catch. That was a good look there from Tingey. Just a little high for Pugmire. As you got to like the vision the Rebels are showing in this matchup. 18-7 on the Station on Main scoreboard as Hannah Scott, Violet Taylor check in for the Rebels for Haiti Pugmire and Casey Wilson. The Rebels are showing a real high level of unselfishness as even the extra passer's making an extra pass right now. Brandt catches the inbounds pass. Runyon in the middle of the floor. Works to Brower on the wing. Punchers are able to break the press. Runyon catches at the volleyball line as she surveys the floor. Pass nearly stolen by Argyle as Brower works it to Guest. Guest gets a pick. Argyle jumps the pick. Does a good job there. Punchers are able to retain possession as Brower on the left wing. Picks up her dribble. Guarded by Peterson to Runyon up top. Runyon surveys. Guarded by Hannah Scott. Scott all over her as Wheeler will catch on the wing. They move it to Guest, right wing. She drives the paint. Spins back. Shot on the way from Wheeler. No good. Into the hands of Runyon. Runyon shot attempt. No, but she'll shoot 2 free throws.
That foul was on number 41,
Falls on Hannah Scott, her first. Team 6.5. Punchers will shoot free throws the rest of the way. First free throw on the way from Runyon is good. Runyon comes into tonight's ballgame a 32% free throw shooter as she steps back to the line.
Cody Green checks in.
Cody Green checks in for the Punchers. One more sub coming in. Will sub out for Runyon after this shot. Shot on the way is good.
Bryony Bailey back on the floor.
For a 32% free throw shooter, she has a very good stroke. 18-9 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Rebels work it up the floor. Back to Tingy as Tingy looks to attack. Drops it off to Taylor. Taylor across the timeline into the offense as Tingy works it to Peterson. Peterson, backdoor cut from Argyle, is going to be knocked out of bounds off of the Punchers as Ellie Argyle doesn't realize that that ball wasn't off of her. We're going to get a timeout called by the Rebels. You're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
If you've never heard a mechanic say they truly care, then you've been at the wrong place. Stacy's Repair in Woodruff is a family-owned and operated business open since 1992. Offering all types of maintenance and repair services, you can be sure your vehicle is operating at its best. Whether your vehicle is older or the newest model, gas or diesel, we fix and maintain them all. Also offering chip repair, windshield replacement, and tires. When your vehicle needs a mechanic, bring it to the ones who truly care. Stacy's Repair in Woodruff.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. The 5 on the floor for the Rebels as it's Taylor, Argyle, Peterson, Scott, and Tingy who catches on the right wing. Work it to Peterson. Peterson, her free throw line jumper off the front rim and out as the rebound will be out of bounds off of the Rebels. Punchers basketball with 4:14 to go in the Stacy's Repair second quarter as the inbounds pass is nearly swiped as Brandt had to come back through it. Brower catches on the left wing. She's across the timeline, and the Punches are into the offense. They go to Green on the left wing. Make that the right wing. They work it around. Pass stolen by Tingy as Tingy's guarded down the floor. One-on-one. Tylee Tingy to the rack. Finishes the layup. Great body position there from Tylee Tingy. She warded off the defender to make it 20-9 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Punchers work it to Brandt on the wing. Brandt had an opportunity to shoot, chose not to. Brower, she'll fire a three. No good. As that rebound's poked out of bounds by the Punchers. That three-pointer from Brower was her 9th attempt of the season. She has only attempted 9, and she leads the team in three-point attempts. That's just something that the Punchers don't do real often, is shoot three-pointers. Peterson catches on the left wing as she works to Pugmire. Pugmire to Ellie Argyle on the right wing. Rebels break the press. Back to Taylor up top. Taylor bounces a pass to Pugmire in the paint. Pugmire spins, fires to Peterson in the left corner. No good on the shot as Ellie Argyle chases down the rebound to put her hands on the ball. Gets a Mountain Valley Cattle Company jump ball. Ball will stay with the Rebels. That's a great effort from Argyle as two Punchers were there to gather the rebound. Crawford shot the inbounds play in the hands of Tylee Tingy. She goes to Violet Taylor. Taylor surveys the floor, goes inside to Argyle. It's a tough catch as they were right next to each other, out of bounds off the Punchers. As Taylor tried to give a pass to Argyle from about 2 feet away. Peterson with the Crawford Trough inbounds play. Goes to Pugmire. They go right back inside to Peterson. Spins, left-handed shot off the glass, no good. As the Punchers push it up the floor to Brandt. Brandt shot swatted away by, I believe, Peterson. It'll be Punchers basketball out of bounds. Peterson, volleyball, spiked that one, as we've seen the 1A volleyball state player of the year do so often in the fall. Brower inbounds it to Green. Green up top to Brandt, catches right back to Green. Work it around. It's Brandt on the wing. Brandt tries a pass to Wheeler, nearly turned over. Brower catches. Almost has it poked away. Green can't complete the catches. Violet Taylor's there to swipe it away. Taylor pushes to Argyle ahead of the defense. Argyle attacks. Shot on the way. Good. And one. Ellie Argyle will go to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play. Score on the Station on Main scoreboard, 22-9. As Argyle will shoot one Bear Lake Realty free throw. Argyle's free throw on the way, no good. Into the hands of Brandt as Brandt has trouble corralling it. We're going to get a foul against the Rebels. I believe that's on Argyle. That'll be Ellie's second. Hannah Scott's going to check into the ball game for the Rebels. We'll replace Argyle. 2:39 to go in the Stacey's Repair second quarter. It'll be it'll be the 1-and-1 for number 20. That's Lizzie Brandt. This is actually her first free throw attempt of the season. As Guest checks into the ball game. She'll replace Brower. Brandt's first free throw on the way, no good. As Hannah Scott pulls in the rebound, here come the Rebels back the other way. 2:35 to go in the half. Taylor crosses over at the half-court line, kicks it to Tylee Tingy. Tingy skip pass to Peterson in the right corner. Right back to Tingy. She thought about three instead. Finds Scott, left corner, 10-foot jumper, no good. Pugmire gathers the rebound and buries it. Haiti Pugmire got inside position on the defender, was able to chase the ball down and lay it in all in one motion as the Rebels are pressing. The pass is stolen by Hannah Scott. Rich County Government steals. She's out in front of the defense. Left-hand layup, no good. Rebound pulled in by Guest. Here come the punchers the other way. It's Wheeler. Wheeler picks up her dribble. Finds Guest. Guest back to Wheeler. Stolen by Haiti Pugmire as we get a whistle blown. Janie Walentine's going to check back in.
The game for the Lady Punchers. Janie Walentine on the floor for the Rebels.
They blew the whistle because Peterson went down, but that pass was being stolen by the Rebels. They're going to give the ball to the punchers. This is unbelievable. Haiti Pugmire had stolen the ball by the time the whistle blew, but they're going to give the ball to the punchers. 24-9 on the Station on Main scoreboard, 1:58 to go in the Stacey's Repair second quarter. They inbound to Brandt up top. Brandt crosses over. Back to Guest on the left wing. She surveys. Right-hand dribble to the paint. Kicks to the top to Kiefer Wheeler. Brandt catches. She'll drive the right-hand drive down the court. It'll be out of bounds off of Brandt as the Rebels will get possession as Tingy stepped in front to wall off the drive. Rebels ball, 1:45 to go in the Stacey's Repair second quarter. Tingy works it to Scott. Scott drives the lane. Finds Walentine. As I think she faked Walentine out. She got me with the fake. As I thought she was going across court, goes to Walentine. Rebels kick it back out. We'll set up the offense. Violet Taylor catches left wing. Thought about three, goes to Tingy. Walentine lobs it to Taylor. Taylor lays it in. It's a great play. As you can see, the adulation as that was a lob pass to Violet Taylor. She catches, comes right down, goes right back up with it, lays it in and one. As I think that's a play the girls have worked on quite a bit. And you can see how happy they were when it paid off as Violet Taylor will shoot the and one free throw. On the way, good. Didn't think there was any chance Taylor was missing that after the reaction from that play. 27-9 as the Rebels press. Nearly turned over. The pass is spiked away by Walentine. Punchers retain possession. It's Brower on the wing. They go inside to Wheeler. Wheeler tries to split a double team. Lays it up, no good. As Hannah Scott pulls in the rebound. Dribbles away from pressure. Finds Violet Taylor, and the Rebels are off and running. Tingy catches. Tries to pass to Pugmire. Pugmire tips it to herself. Finds Hannah Scott. Free throw line jumper, no good. Scott nearly comes away with the rebound, but it lands to the punchers. Brandt crosses over at the free throw line. Lays it up and in. It's a heck of a move at the layup line as she floats one off the glass. As that's Brandt's first bucket of the game. Going to be a foul on the play. It'll be against the Rebels. Punchers will shoot free throws.
team fouls. That'll send Ray Wheeler to the free throw line to shoot 1-1. Green and Baby back on the floor for the Lady Punchers.
Puncher shooting the 1-1. First free throw on the way is good. Second free throw on the way from Wheeler, no good as she goes 1 for 2 from the line. Valentine walks away with the rebound. Finds Tingy in the right corner. Tingy one dribble, escapes the pressure, finds Taylor. Taylor to Scott. Scott spins, finds Valentine. Left wing three on the way, no good. Rebound pulled in by Brower. She finds Green on the far wing. They push it ahead, stolen by Violet Taylor as Taylor throws it ahead to Scott. Scott unable to corral it as we got 9 seconds to go in the half. They work it inside, layup on the way, good as Briley Brandt scores the layup. Rebels push it up the floor, and that'll do it for us here in the Epic Recreation second quarter. You're listening to Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. It is time for the Gary Bear Fan Cam, brought to you by Bear Lake Realty. For all your realty needs, call 435-946-8888. That's 435-946-8888. We'll be back with the halftime show after this.
Business cards are a powerful and inexpensive way to promote the goods and services you offer. You can design your own cards or have the professionals at Westar Printing design your business cards. Now with same-day and next-day turnaround on all business card printing, you don't have to wait. Get your business cards today. Professional quality, inexpensive prices, and quick turnaround. Visit Westar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston, across from the library. Westar Printing, 307-789-5202.
Precision, the quality, condition, or fact of being exact and accurate.
Precision is important. Scoring the next point, making the perfect shot, getting the best score. And when you think of your dentist, you want precision to be the first word that comes to mind. That's why patients are so pleased with Dr. McKay Frankum. He provides precision family dentistry at reasonable prices to every patient. Dr. McKay Frankum, call today for an appointment.
Call Dr. McKay Frankum at 789-8910.
Now you've got a safe and secure place to store your boat, RV, ATVs, and other vehicles right in town. T-Bar Body Shop offers storage for just $35 per month. Long and short-term storage options are available. Of course, T-Bar Body Shop also offers custom body work when you have an accident. We work with your insurance directly and get the job done right. T-Bar Body Shop offers a wide range of services. Stop in today and see all the ways T-Bar can serve you. 515 County Road, Evanston. Let T-Bar fix your car.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
At the Evanston Walmart, you'll find all the tools students need to succeed. Our team is committed to providing quality products and an excellent shopping experience. Stop in today. 125 North 2nd Street, Evanston. Walmart. Save money, live better.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth in the middle of the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. It is time for the Ellingford Brothers halftime show. 27-14, the Rebels lead on the station on main scoreboard. Listen to Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Quality is the one thing that you can always count on when you do business with Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. Whether you're looking for strong, high-quality cement for construction, sand and gravel for road base, a cement trough or critter ladder for your livestock, or steel fabrication, including custom towing packages, bumpers, and other vehicle accessories, you always get high-quality products and friendly, knowledgeable service at Ellingford's. Stop in today, 199 County Road, Evanston.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plain Stars broadcast booth in the middle of the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. It is time for your first half highlights on the Ellingford Brothers halftime show. Those highlights are brought to you by the town of Randolph. You're listening to Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Randolph, Utah is a town of extremes at an elevation of 6,300 feet with temperatures that can range from 90 degrees in the summer and sometimes 40 below in the winter. The folks that call Randolph home have to be a hardy crew. Rich County residents value hard work, education, and believe in God, family, country, and being a good neighbor. Mayor Sim Bell and Town Board Melanie Lim, Clay Barker, Brandon Hatch, Cullen Pace, and Clerk April Grohl support the Rich Rebels and invite you to visit Randolph whenever you can.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plain Stars broadcast booth in the middle of the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. It is time for your Town of Randolph first half highlights brought to you by the Town of Randolph on the Ellingford Brothers halftime show. And for your Rich Rebels, they are spreading the wealth today as the leading scorer is Haiti Pugmire with 6. Next is Violet Taylor with 5. Tylee Tingy, Darlene Peterson, and Ellie Argyle all have 4. And Hannah Scott rounds out the scoring for the Rebels with 2. And I just got confirmation from Tyler Pugmire that lob play to to Violet Taylor is something that the Rebels just implemented this week. And that kind of explains why Violet Taylor usually doesn't really show a ton of emotion in sports, really even keel. Got like a big rise out of her because she's able to finish it. So that's something that, personally going forward, that play is going to be really hard to stop with the athletes that the Rebels have, especially against the zone. So look for that more often from the Rebels. As for the Punchers, that's a grand total of 27 points for the Rebels. They are 3 for 3 from the Bear Lake Realty free throw line for the Punchers. Leading the way with 5 is number 42, Hanya Runyon. Coming up next, Micah Strong has 4. Lizzie Brandt has a pair. Rain Wheeler with 1 for a grand total of 14. They are 4 for 7 from the three-point line. Remember, coming into the game, they are a 38% free throw shooting team, so not too bad for the Punchers. But once again, turnovers have been their problem, as they had a lot of turnovers in the first quarter. Second quarter, not so much, as they were able to clean that up a little bit. It is time, that has been your first half highlights brought to you by the Town of Randolph on the Ellingford Brothers halftime show. When we come back, we'll have your halftime adjustments. You listen to the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
So this is the Reserve at Bear Lake, most beautiful place in the world. Come here and find out how you can buy your own Airbnb property and help pay for itself, or just come here and enjoy a second home in sports courts, pools, hot tubs, access to 200 miles of mountain trails, brand new homes now starting at $600,000, quarter shares starting at $250,000. Would like to invite you to be part of that. Call Gary McKee at Bear Lake Realty at 435-946-8888.
As one of the region's most visited websites, mylocalradio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Check the weather forecast or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on mylocalradio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit mylocalradio.com today to stream it all live.
Taking care of yourself is important through all stages of life. Bear Lake Community Health Center offers a holistic approach to a healthy body and mind that includes education, prevention, and networking. We offer medical, dental, behavioral health, nutrition, and pharmacy services. We accept most insurance, including Medicaid, Medicare, and have a sliding scale discount plan. Choose Bear Lake Community Health Center, 435-946-3660.
Well, welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth in the middle of Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. As we got 1:50 to go in halftime, 1:45 to go in the Ellingford Brothers halftime show. It is time for your halftime adjustments. And for the Rebels, continue playing the way you're playing. There's not really much need of a change. The only thing they don't have in this ball game is a three-pointer. A made three-pointer, but that doesn't particularly matter when you're up 27-14 and you're able to get layups almost every single possession. Offensively, keep moving the ball. They've been very crisp with their ball movement. It's a lot of fun to watch when the Rebels are on with their ball movement. It's a very, very, very fun sight to watch if you are a big fan of fundamental basketball. As the Rebels have spread the wealth, too. Leading scorer is Haiti Pugmire with 6, but all the starters for the Rebels have scored in this game. In fact, all starters for the Rebels have at least 4 points in this game. I forgot to mention Casey Wilson has 2 points as well coming off the bench. When we did the first half highlights, Wilson with 2, but 27 points in a half for the Rebels is great. 14 points defensively is even better. I mean, you got to continue playing defense. Force the punchers to have to beat you in your set defense, and they are going to have a very fun half. If they keep playing the way they're playing, we could see the bench fill in for the Rebels. On the floor to start the half for the Rebels, it'll be Peterson, Argyle, Tingy, Pugmire, and Violet Taylor, the starting 5, as it will be Puncher's ball to start the half. We got 20 seconds to go in the Ellingford Brothers halftime show. Puncher's using every single second of this clock to go over some final instructions. Blue Punchers basketball, they'll inbound across from the scorer's table. Rebels are wearing their road black uniforms with the words Rebels across the chest, white numbers with a blue stripe down the side of the uniform. Punchers in their home whites with a double stripe on the side, red, and the word Punchers across the chest. As we are underway, as Brower works to Runyon. Up top to Guest. Guest attacks the paint, finds Brower. Brower tries to go inside to Runyon. Runyon turns, fires off glass, and good. Head coach Brian Eppenscheid said that Runyon is their go-to player when they need a bucket. That's twice they've gone to her when they've absolutely needed one, and she's delivered. 27-16 on the Station on main scoreboard. Rebels work it to Tingy. Tingy to Argyle, back to Taylor. Taylor drives the lane, splits the defender, is bumped on the play as Runyon goes over to apologize to Taylor. I think that just kind of happened. It wasn't anything intentional. Unfortunately, Violet Taylor was unable to go up with the shot after the bump. It'll be out of bounds under the hoop for the Rebels. Crawford Troth inbounds play. Argyle to Pugmire, back to Argyle. She turns, fires, that's good. Ellie Argyle with the 15-foot turnaround jumper gives the Rebels a 29-16 lead on the Station on main scoreboard. Shot on the way from the Punchers, no good. Pugmire pulls in the rebound, pushes it to Peterson. Peterson down the left wing, has it stolen by Guest. Guest pass nearly picked off as the Rebels are going to poke it away from behind. Tylee Tingy chases it down, has her pass stolen by Strong. Helter-skelter here in the last 30 seconds as Guest spins back, goes to Strong. Runyon fires a three-pointer, no good, off the side of the rim and out of bounds. As good effort there from Brower to keep it alive. That's only Runyon's second three-point attempt of the season. She's now 0 for 2 on the year. Rebels basketball, 6:46 to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter. They look to break the press. They do so as Argyle catches, surveys, skip pass to Taylor on the left wing, Rebels into the offense. No shot clock here as Argyle catches in the right wing to Taylor. Taylor works it to Tingy. Tingy to Peterson, they go inside to Pugmire. Work it back around as Argyle catches in the corner. Violet Taylor attacks, 15-foot jumper on the way, no good. Rebound into the hands of Tylee Tingy as Violet Taylor catches, works to Argyle on the right wing. Argyle skip pass to Tingy, she fires the 15-footer, good! 31-16 on the Station on main scoreboard. Tingy has 6. Rebels will press. Strong, playing with 3 fouls. Finds Brower, and we're going to get a foul called against the Rebels.
Foul call on number 2.
That'll be on Peterson. Her second. Team first of the half.
Back on the floor for the Lady Punchers.
Wheeler to inbound. Excuse me, that's Brower to inbound in front, across from her bench. They go to the corner for Green. Green surveys. Back to Brower. Brower on the wing to Strong. Strong works to Runyon. Back to Brower. She jab steps, drives left, kicks to Wheeler. To Cody Green, as she will be called for a traveling violation. Her feet got moving before the ball went down. Rebels will inbound to Taylor. Punchers in a press. They go to Pugmire. Pugmire attacks. Peterson, left corner, 15-foot jumper on the way. No good. As rebound is a jump ball as Pugmire nearly ripped it away from Strong. It'll be Rebels basketball as they'll inbound underneath the hoop. It's Violet Taylor with the Crawford Troth inbounds play. They go to Pugmire. Pugmire steps through. Layup, no good. Great move there from Haiti, just unable to finish. As Runyon drives down the floor, works it to the wing for Strong. Pass goes out of bounds. The Punchers basketball out of bounds under their own hoop as Strong will inbound. Pass is swatted away by Darlene Peterson. Volleyball spike from the 1A State Player of the Year in volleyball right there. The Strong will inbound from the same spot. They go to Brower. Her layup, no good. Rebound into the arms of Tylee Tingy. We're going to get a jump ball. We'll stay with the Punchers. 31-16 on the Station on Main scoreboard. 5:16 to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter. Strong will inbound again. Try to go to Wheeler. Stolen by Darlene Peterson. Rich County Government steal for Peterson. She finds Taylor, and the Rebels are off and running. Argyle on the right wing. Slows it down, waits for her teammate. She drives left into the paint. Tries to drop it off for Pugmire. Pugmire unable to complete the catch. As here come the Punchers the other way as they throw it ahead to Strong. Violet Taylor gets back to stop the play as Haiti Pugmire comes away with the Rich County Government steal. Way to backtrack there from Haiti. She collects the steal, finds Taylor as the Rebels are off and running into the offense. Pass deflected to Strong. Strong shot on the way is good. She now has 6 in the contest. 31-18 as they go to Peterson on the left wing. Peterson inside to Argyle. Argyle catches off glass and good and one. Ellie Argyle back to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play. Bear Lake Realty free throw coming up for Argyle as she has 8 points.
Shelby Guest back on the floor.
0 for 1 from the free throw line in the contest, but steps to the line, 4:31 to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter. Free throw is pure. Argyle completes the old-fashioned three-point play, 34-18 on the Station on Main scoreboard is Strong. Crosses the timeline, surveys the floor. Worker on the wing to Guest. Guest surveys to the top of the key for Wheeler. Free throw line extended for Cody Green as they go inside to Runyon. Runyon off glass and good from the right block. Runyon now up to 9 points as we're going to Independent Software Solutions timeout called by the Rebels. Just in the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation at Rich Rebels Basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Whether you're kicking up the dust in the hills, making waves down on the lake, or taking advantage of the world's greatest powder, don't just hope to have fun. Take that sled by the handlebars and make your time at Bear Lake epic. Epic Recreation rents equipment and cabins for your vacation fun at beautiful Bear Lake. From watercraft, large and small, to UTVs, sleds, and more, Epic Recreation has it all. On-road, off-road, or out on the Caribbean blue water. Book your next adventure at epicrecreation.net.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth in the middle of the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels Basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. That last Independent Software Solutions timeout called by head coach of the Rebels, Cody Lundgren. And the 5 on the floor for your Rebels is Tylee Tingy, Violet Taylor, Hannah Scott, Ellie Argyle, and Darlene Peterson as the Punchers are going to press here. Rebels inbound to Peterson. Peterson splits the defenders, finds Scott at the top of the key. She dribbles it around. Rebels are able to break the press. Tingy gets it on the left wing, goes inside to Peterson. Peterson to Scott, her 10-foot jumper, off glass and good. Great ball movement there from the Rebels as Scott buries the 10-foot jumper. Punchers working on the wing. Back to Strong up top. Strong crosses over in front of Tingy, nearly has it swiped. They go to Green. Runyon at the top of the key, guarded by Argyle. Strong, they go inside to Wheeler. Wheeler catch, lays it in. Wheeler gets the bucket off glass. 36-22 on the station on main scoreboard. 3:23 to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter. Is Argyle inside to Scott. One dribble. Back up top to Violet Taylor. Tylee Tingy to Peterson. Her long left corner long left corner two is good as her toes were on the line. Peterson has 6 points on the night. Strong catches across the timeline. 10 on 10, guarded by Tingy as Tingy reaches in for the foul.
Foul called on number 15, Tylee Tingy, her second.
That is her second.
For Rich County, number 22.
No real foul trouble for the Rebels. A few players with two, but no one with three yet. 2:59 to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter. We're going to get an Independent Software Solutions timeout called by the Punchers. You listen to Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Whatever brings you to Evanston, whether it's high school sports, a teaching conference, music festivals, speech and debate, or your job, always book your hotel reservations at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. With 165 ground-level rooms on 10 beautiful acres, the Best Western offers everything you need, including clean, comfortable rooms, a business office, workout room, and a full-service restaurant, plus a complimentary breakfast with every stay. Whenever you're in Evanston, make your hotel reservations with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth in the middle of the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. It'll be Punchers basketball out of bounds across from their bench. 5 on the floor for the Rebels: Peterson, Argyle, Walentine, Scott, and Violet Taylor. Green, Brandt, Strong, Guest, and Runyon for the Punchers. Work it to Strong on the wing. Guest catches on the right wing, surveys. Actually make that Wheeler on the floor for the Punchers instead of Brandt. Strong atop the key. Move it on the wing to Guest. Guest is going to be called for a traveling violation. 2:40 to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter. 38-22 on the station on main scoreboard as the Rebels inbound to Taylor. A little bit of a three-quarter court 1-3-1 for the Punchers as the Rebels do a great job getting across the timeline as Argyle skip past to Walentine. They work it to Peterson. Left corner three on the way. No good. As Cody Green pulls in the rebound, fires a pass up the court to Strong. Strong steps back from 15 feet off the back rim and out. Rebound pulled in by Taylor. As Violet Taylor will push the offense, finds Argyle on the right wing as we're going to get poked out of bounds by Strong. Rebels basketball in front of their own bench. 2:12 to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter. Ellie Argyle will inbound. We're going to get a sub as Sherry Ann Brower checks in for the Punchers. Will replace Cody Green.
Number 13, Sherry Ann Brower.
Argyle to inbound, standing in front of her own bench. It's a Crawford Trot that inbounds pass to Violet Taylor. As Taylor attacks down the right wing, drops it off to Hannah Scott at the right elbow. Scott one dribble into the shot, off glass and good as Hannah Scott makes a one dribble adjustment and buries the 15-footer. 40-22 on the station on main scoreboard. Scott up to 6, turned over as Argyle drives the lane, finds Walentine. Walentine to Peterson at the top of the key, moves it to Violet Taylor. Her left wing three on the way, off the rim and out. As Brower pulls in the rebound. 1:45 in the Epic Recreation third quarter. Brower down the right wing to Strong in the corner. Wheeler, her shot attempt on the way, no good. Gets her own rebound, up off the rim, sits for a second and falls out as that ball is punched out of bounds by the Rebels. Haiti Pugmire is going to check into the game for the Rebels, as well as Tylee Tingey.
Also back on the floor, number 15.
Argyle and Violet Taylor will check out. 1:32 to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter. Micah Strong to inbound under the Rebels hoop. Finds Guest at the top of the key. Pass stolen by Tingey. They're going to call a traveling violation against Tylee. Not much she could do there as she was being pushed from behind. As Brower will inbound. Brower to the corner for Guest. Back to Brower on the wing to Strong up top. Working on the wing to Guest. Guest inside of Runyon. Runyon triple teamed on the left block. Punchers pick it up at the top of the key. It's Brower. Finds Strong at the volleyball 10-foot line. Work it to Guest. Guest guarded by Scott into Runyon. Runyon shot on the way off the back rim and out as Peterson pulls in the rebound. Here come the Rebels on the attack. Peterson will dribble it across the timeline as she finds Pugmire. Pugmire makes the catch, double teamed in the corner as she finds Scott. That was a great find. Hannah Scott attacks, shot on the way, no good as Pugmire pulls in the rebound. One dribble into position, Haiti lays it in. Pugmire has 8 in the game, 42-22. As we're going to get a jump ball. Haiti Pugmire got her hands in there. Be Rebels basketball. Up 20, 34 to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter. Casey Wilson will replace Janie Walentine. 5 on the floor for the Rebels as Wilson, Tingey, Peterson, Scott, and Pugmire. Into the game for the Punchers is Brandt. Their 5 is Brandt, Guest, Runyon, Wheeler, and Brower. And it looks like, based on their defensive formation, they're going to drop back into a 1-3-1 as Casey Wilson catches on the wing. Goes to Pugmire in the corner. Try to go to Peterson. Tip to Pugmire as Peterson catches the top of the key. Inside to Pugmire. Pugmire lays it in over the defender. Great shot there from Haiti as she has 10 points in the ball game. Brower catches in the corner. Finds Runyon. Rebels are pressing. Runyon's pass is nearly stolen by the Rebels, but Guest is able to find it. Throws a cross-court pass into the hands of Brower as Brower is going to draw a foul. I believe that'll be against Casey Wilson, her first.
Foul called on number 4, Casey Wilson. That's her first.
Only the team third of the half with 7 seconds to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter. Pass to Brower. Brower catches, works it to Brandt. Brandt tries to go inside to Runyon. Stolen by Peterson. Got 2 seconds to work with. Pulls up from 3/4 court on the way. No good. As that ball just off the rim to the right. You listen to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. We'll be right back with the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter.
This presentation on mylocalradio.com is also brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. With over 3 decades of experience, Dr. Todd Hoover can help you with all the chiropractic work you need, plus x-rays, blood work, a weight loss program, and can help you get rid of allergies and migraines. Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic in Evanston.
Supporting the Rich Rebels in everything they do. J-Bar Auto and J-Bar Excavation in Randolph provide services to Rich Rebel fans every day. Auto repair, tires, sand, and gravel. J-Bar Auto and J-Bar Excavation on Main Street in Randolph. Stop in today.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. In the middle of Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. 15 seconds to go before the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. It'll be Punchers basketball to start the quarter. Rebels up 20 on the station on main scoreboard. Up 22. Never was good at math. 44-22 as it'll be Punchers basketball to start the quarter. Runyon will inbound across from the scorer's table, finds Brower. as we are off and running in the fourth quarter. Guest gets a screen, drives right into to the right elbow. Pass to Runyon is nearly an over-the-back call. Puncher's able to save it. Runyon catches at the Big Piney logo at half court. Punchers will reset the offense. 7:40 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. As Guest, right-hand dribble across the court, finds Brower on the right wing. She pulls up for three. Off the back rim and out. Casey Wilson with the board. Finds Taylor, and the Rebels are off and running. As Taylor is bumped on the dribble, she keeps control. Spins back, finds Wilson. Wilson skip past to Tingy on the right wing. Tingy to Violet Taylor as the Rebels will reset. Punchers in a 1-3-1 zone as that pass is deflected away from behind from Argyle as Violet Taylor will fire from the top to key. Buries the T7 Propane three-pointer, 47-22, as Taylor hits the first three-pointer of the game for the Rebels. Punchers working inside to Wheeler. Left-hand dribble, shot on the way, hits the front of the rim. Rebound pulled away by Peterson. 47-22 on the station on main scoreboard as Peterson lobs a pass to Tingy. She collects it to Wilson. Wilson up top to Taylor, back to Tingy. One dribble to the paint. Kicks it to Wilson in the right corner. She'll skip past to Taylor. To Tingy, excuse me. Wilson on the wing. They lob it to Darlene Peterson as they tried that play again. They were successful with it in the first half. It's a great play against a 1-3-1 zone. Passes a little bit higher, allowed Darlene Peterson to go get the ball at the apex. Using her athleticism, she'll be able to catch that and lay it in. As that one was tipped off of Peterson, it'll be Puncher's ball. Checking into the ball game for the Punchers, number 35, Chelsea Wright. She inbounds the ball. Strong on the right wing as she attacks the timeline. Skip pass across the floor to Wheeler. Great find. Wheeler unable to finish the layup. Taylor pulls away the layup. 6:18 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. Taylor crosses over at the timeline. Finds Casey Wilson, left corner three, no good. Rebound is going to be a jump ball as Argyle and Brower fight for it. Checking the ball game for the Rebels, number 40, Haiti Pugmire. 6:09 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. Pugmire with the Crawford Trout inbounds play in her hand. She goes to Peterson in the quarter. Peterson right back to Pugmire. Pugmire one dribble, left hand shot on the way, no good. Grabs her own rebound, is able to rip through with one dribble into the paint, shot on the way, no good. The Haiti Pugmire will shoot two Bear Lake Realty free throws. That's a great effort there from Pugmire not to give up.
Number 35, Chelsea Wright, her first.
That foul was on Wright, her first.
Pugmire to the free throw line.
Team third of the half. Both teams have 3 team fouls as Pugmire will shoot 2 free throws. First Bear Lake Realty free throw is in and out for Pugmire.
Checking into the game for Rich County, number 14, Sage Lundgren.
Checking in for the Rebels, number 14, Sage Lundgren. 47-22 on the station on main scoreboard as Pugmire steps back to the line, buries the second Bear Lake Realty free throw, goes 1 for 2 from the line, has 11 in the contest. 48-22 as the Punchers cross the timeline. It's Strong. Works it on the wing to Brandt. Brandt, left-hand dribble to the free throw line. Pulls up, kicks it to Brower. Brower to right, gives it to Strong. Strong, left-hand dribble, free throw line jumper on the way, no good. As they hit the glass and went out, as Casey Wilson pulls in the rebound. They're going to call a traveling violation against Wilson. Thought she got the pass away before she moved. According to the referee, she did not. 5:38 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. 48-22 on the station on main scoreboard. Punchers to inbound. They find Brandt on the left wing. Right-hand dribble on the spin back to Strong. Strong, left. Works to Brandt. Brandt's going to drive left to the baseline. Gets under the hoop. Tries to shoot it. Loses it. Goes to Pugmire. Pugmire attacks. She'll slow it down. Finds Lundgren as the Rebels are across the timeline into the offense. Violet Taylor lobs it to Peterson. Peterson skip pass down the baseline to Casey Wilson on the right wing. Fires a 15-footer. No good. It's going to be out of bounds off the Punchers. That was a great passing play as Violet Taylor lobbed it to Peterson. She went and got it and dropped a bounce pass across the lane to Wilson, who just missed the 15-footer. They lob it to Peterson. She catches on the 10-foot line. Lays it in.
Peterson.
Lays in the 10-foot jumper, excuse me. From the 10-foot line, that gives Peterson 8. Strong to the top of the key with the left-hand dribble. Moves it to Brandt on the wing. Brandt drives left, floats one. That's short. into the arms of Lundgren, and she'll lead the attack the other way. 4:49 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. They work it to Pugmire. Pugmire with the crossover in the paint. Great find there from Casey Wilson as Pugmire lays it in. She's got 13. As Micah Strong will walk it across the timeline for the for the Punchers. Brandt crosses over, nearly loses it, goes to right to Strong. Strong right-hand dribble into the paint, pulls up, lays it on the way, no good. Nice floater there from Brandt off the back rim as we're going to Independent Software Solutions timeout called by head coach of the Rich Rebels, Cody Lundgren. You listen to Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. We'll be right back with more of the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter after this.
Amazing people work at the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier. From the receptionists to the doctors, the x-ray techs to the food service staff, from the phlebotomist to housekeeping and everyone in between. The care you receive can't be matched anywhere else. We really care about your health. We care about you. We work hard to have top quality equipment and facilities and provide a wide range of services so we can serve every patient. When selecting your healthcare providers, choose Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. You'll feel the difference.
Well, welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth in the middle of Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. Checking the game for the Rebels, number 22, Janie Walentine, number 41, Hannah Scott, and number 31, Cass Argyle, as Wilson will inbound. Rebels have no starters on the floor as they go to Argyle in the corner. She dribbles out of the right corner as she tries baseline, finds Walentine. Walentine to Lundgren. Lundgren on the wing, they kick it to Wilson. Back to Lundgren on the big Piney logo as they go Walentine left wing. Walentine right-hand dribble, spins back with the left, attacks the paint, picks up her dribble, and she's going to be called for dragging her pivot foot. 4:03 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. Rebels up 52-22. They have the bench in. The five on the floor for the Rebels. Cass Argyle, Hannah Scott, Sage Lundgren, Janie Walentine, and Casey Wilson. As Strong across the timeline finds Brower. Work it to Wheeler, to Brandt. As they go inside to right, she turns, fires off glass and in. I'm not sure if the crowd might caught it, but you could hear you can hear head coach Brian Espenscheid telling Wright to post up. She did, was rewarded with the bucket as Hannah Scott drives the lane. Right-hand layup from the left side, no good. As Brower across the timeline, 3:30 to go. Work it to Wright. Wright spins away from Scott. They go inside to Wheeler, and that's going to be a foul called against Cass Argyle as she reached in from behind on the entry pass.
Foul was called on number 31, Cass Argyle, her first.
The Punchers are still making a concerted effort to try to get the ball inside. 52-24 on the station on main scoreboard. They work it to Brower. Brower inside to Wheeler. She spins off glass and good. Rain Wheeler has 5 as the Rebels work it up the floor. 52-26 on the station on main scoreboard. Lundgren's pass to Scott is picked off as Lundgren's able to get back, get her hands to it. We'll get a jump ball. That'll be Punchers basketball. 3:05 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital, fourth quarter. Brentley Hatch is going to check into the game for the Rebels. She'll replace Hannah Scott.
Number 42, Brentley Hatch.
Independent Software Solutions timeout coming up for the Punchers. As with that, we are going to go to the Gare Bear Fan Cam, brought to you by Realtor Gary McKee at Bear Lake Realty. For all your realty needs, call 435-946-8888. That's 435-946-8888. Or visit BearLakeRealty.com. That's BearLakeRealty.com. Or call 435-946-8888. As the station on main scoreboard reads 52-26 as we go back to our live cam. As the Rebels up big here in Big Piney. 5 on the floor for the Rebels is Brentley Hatch, Sage Lundgren, Casey Wilson, Cass Argyle, and Janie Walentine. It'll be Punchers basketball out of bounds under the hoop as Brower will inbound. They go to Wheeler in the left corner to Strong at the left wing. Back to Brower. She's going to fire a three off the side of the rim and out as we're going to get a jump ball. Rebels basketball as the Punchers draw up a play. Out of timeout. Cass Argyle to inbound. Finds Wilson. Wilson's pass nearly stolen as it is stolen, that's going to be a traveling violation against the Punchers. Big Piney's head coach applauding the effort as that was a great jump there, just unfortunately dragged the pivot foot for the Punchers. Lundgren gets the inbounds pass, works to Hatch. Hatch, one dribble across the timeline to Argyle. Cass Argyle drives the lane, kicks it to Wallenstein in the corner as Wallenstein goes to Lundgren. They'll work it to Cass Argyle. She surveys from the left wing, takes a couple right-hand dribbles back to Lundgren. Wallenstein cannot complete the catch in the corner. 2:31 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. Rebels up 52-26 on the station on main scoreboard as they're going to fall back into a half-court defense. Strong will walk it up the floor. Strong crosses over at the timeline and she's guarded by Lundgren. Hands it to Brower. Brower dribbles left hand to the top of the key. Back to Strong on the right wing. Trying to get it inside to right. Continue to work it around. It's Brandt to right at the top of the key. Strong catches. They go inside to Wheeler. Wheeler spins, lays it up off the front of the rim and no good. As Cass Argyle with the good interior defense pulls up the rebound too. Finds Wallenstein on the right wing. Across the timeline to Casey Wilson. Wilson crosses over. Finds Cass Argyle at the free throw line extended. Back to Wilson. She's going to fire the straightaway three-pointer. No good. As Hatch gets her hands to the rebound. Possession arrow will go to the Punchers. Checking the ball game for the Rebels, number 21, Cassie Argyle.
Number 21, Cassie Argyle.
Checking the game for the Punchers, number 5, Shelby Guest, as well as number 22, Briley Bailey. 5 on the floor for the Rebels, Cass Argyle, Cassie Argyle, Casey Wilson, Brentley Hatch, and Sage Lundgren. Wright, Brandt, Green, and Bailey. Bailey and Guest, the 5-4. The Punchers, they try to go inside. It's going to be a reach-in foul against the Rebels. Ball will be out of bounds under the hoop for the Punchers. The foul's on Wilson, her second. Team 5th of the half, 1:45 to go in the ball game. Pass stolen by Casey Wilson. She dribbles it up the right wing, nearly loses it. Works it back to the middle of the floor for Cass Argyle. Back to Wilson. To Cass Argyle, straight on three. Off the front of the rim and out. As the Punchers pull in the rebound. It's Cody Green on the right wing. Dribbles it down the wing. Works it to Guest. Back to Green. Green gets a pick. Looks it off. Goes to Guest at the top of the key. Back to Green. Green, left-hand dribble into the paint. Drops it off inside for Bailey. Shot on the way. No good as she is fouled on the play. Pick and roll from the top of the key as they're able to find the role player. That is Bailey. She'll shoot 2 free throws.
Foul was called on number 21. Cassie Argyle.
Fouls on number 21, Cassie Argyle, her first. Team 6, Bailey's first free throw on the way is no good. Second free throw on the way is good. Rebels inbound, 52-27 on the station on main scoreboard. They turn it over. Punchers back the other way with 1:06 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. As Bailey lays it in off the glass from the right side. She's got 4. Rebels push it up the floor inside to Hatch. Hatch spins off glass. Good. Nice finish there from Brentley Hatch on a good pass from Casey Wilson. As Hatch gets her first points of the ball game. Punchers push it up the floor. As Brandt fires up a shot, no good. Bailey grabs the rebound, throws one up. She's fouled back to the free throw line. As those free throw attempts from her
Number 42,
were her first free throw attempts of the season. I imagine at the varsity level, she's probably shot free throws at the JV level. Second trip to the line for Bailey. First one, no good. It's 54-29 on the station on main scoreboard. 41 seconds in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. Second free throw off the front of the rim and out. as Lundgren will carry it up the floor. Finds Hatch in the middle of the floor to Argyle. Cass Argyle steps into a 15-footer. That's short. Rebound is poked around into the hands of Hatch. Kicks it. Sage Lundgren, left wing three on the way. No good. As Hatch comes down with another rebound. Kicks it to Cass Argyle. Her right corner three on the way. No good. Off the side of the rim and out as the Punchers have it saved into the hands of Cassie Argyle to Lundgren. Back to Wilson with 12 to go in the game. Casey Wilson dribbles it back to the big Piney logo. Finds Cass Argyle. Argyle has it on the wing. Between the legs, crossover back to Wilson. It looks like the Rebels are content to let the clock run out on a 54-29 victory over the Big Piney Punchers. You're listening to the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. We'll be right back with the postgame show after this.
Business cards are a powerful and inexpensive way to promote the goods and services you offer. You can design your own cards or have the professionals at Weststar Printing design your business cards. Now with same-day and next-day turnaround on all business card printing, you don't have to wait. Get your business cards today. Professional quality, inexpensive prices, and quick turnaround. Visit Weststar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston, across from the library. Weststar Printing, 307-789-5202.
When you drive on the best tires that are rotated, balanced, and inflated properly, you can save money two ways. The best tires can reduce wear and tear on your vehicle. That saves you money in the long run. The best tires can also improve your overall miles per gallon. That helps you save every time to fill up at the pump. At Freeway Tire in Evanston, we offer the best tires with the best service for every vehicle. Make sure you're running on the best tires you can. Visit Freeway Tire today, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
Rich School District has a legendary history of student success in the classroom and in other areas. Over 70% of Rich High students are involved in extracurricular activities. Participation in the classroom, on the field, in the gym, or on the stage helps students reach their potential. Working together with students, the community, and an amazing staff, we have the opportunity to build tomorrow's leaders. Rich School District, focusing on success, one student at a time.
Precision, the quality, condition, or fact of being exact and accurate.
Precision is important. Scoring the next point, making the perfect shot, getting the best score. And when you think of your dentist, you want precision to be the first word that comes to mind. That's why patients are so pleased with Dr. McKay Frankum. He provides precision family dentistry at reasonable prices to every patient. Dr. McKay Frankum, call today for an appointment.
Call Dr. McKay Frankum at 789-8910.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. It is time for the Jimmy John's Freaky Fast Recap on a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. Rebels win that one 54-29 over the Punchers as the Rebels improved to 12-3 on the season. It's time for your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast Recap, and the Rebels really spread the wealth tonight, but they were led by Haiti Pugmire with 13. Violet Taylor and Darlene Peterson had 8 apiece. Tylee Tingey had 6. You can add Ellie Argyle to the trio of 8 for the Rebels, as we left her out on accident. Hannah Scott has 6 as well. Actually, let me restart that for you because I completely screwed it up. Haiti Pugmire leads the way with 13. Violet Taylor, Darlene Peterson, and Ellie Argyle have 8. Tylee Tingey and Hannah Scott with 6. Brunley Hatch, Casey Wilson round out the scoring with 2 apiece as the Rebels really spread the wealth in that game. It's kind of the way they play ball, and that's when they are at their best. For the Punchers, you have Micah Strong leading the way with 6. Hannah Runyon leads the way with 9. Micah Strong with 6. Rain Wheeler finishes with 5. Briley Bailey with 4. Lizzie Brandt has a pair, and that is the total for 29 for the Punchers. Listen to Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. When we come back, it'll be time for your Dr. McKay Frankum Precision Play of the Game and your LSR Refrigerated Player of the Game.
Precision, the quality, condition, or fact of being exact and accurate.
Precision is important. Scoring the next point, making the perfect shot, getting the best score. And when you think of your dentist, you want precision to be the first word that comes to mind. That's why patients are so pleased with Dr. McKay Frankum. He provides precision family dentistry at reasonable prices to every patient. Dr. McKay Frankum, call today for an appointment.
Call Dr. McKay Frankum at 789-8910.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth in the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. We're going to go to the Dr. McKay Frankum precision play of the game, and we're going to give it to Violet Taylor as she finishes off the lob, gets fouled, completes the three-point play, as that is our Dr. McKay Frankum precision play of the game. Talking to Katie Pugmire's sister, Tyler Pugmire. That is something that the Rebels worked on this week. As you can see, when Violet finished the layup, she was super excited. It is time for your player of the game, and we're going to have to give that to another Pugmire. That's Haiti Pugmire. She finishes with 13 in the matchup. You listen to the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. When we come back, it'll be time for the Gary H. Tusher CPA pregame show on the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
When you drive on the best tires that are rotated, balanced, and inflated properly, you can save money two ways. The best tires can reduce wear and tear on your vehicle. That saves you money in the long run. The best tires can also improve your overall miles per gallon. That helps you save every time to fill up at the pump. At Freeway Tire in Evanston, we offer the best tires with the best service for every vehicle. Make sure you're running on the best tires you can. Visit Freeway Tire today, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
Rich School District has a legendary history of student success in the classroom and in other areas. Over 70% of Rich High students are involved in extracurricular activities. Participation in the classroom, on the field, in the gym, or on the stage helps students reach their potential. Working together with students, the community, and an amazing staff, we have the opportunity to build tomorrow's leaders. Rich School District, focusing on success, one student at a time.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth in the middle of the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. It is time for the Gary H. Tusher CPA pregame show. And when we come back, it'll be time for your Standout Student of the Week interview with Ben Sellers. You listen to Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Your accountant has to be trustworthy, smart, and filled with integrity. That's why so many choose Gary Tusher, CPA. Serving clients for over 34 years, Gary and his staff handle income tax preparation for all types of businesses and individuals, IRS and state audit representation, payroll reporting, QuickBooks setup support and training, business startup services, monthly bookkeeping, and more. When you choose Gary Tusher, CPA, you get a team of professionals that care about your financial health. Schedule an appointment today.
When you enter the city limits of the town of Woodruff, the sign welcomes you to the town of coldest temps and warmest hearts. Settled in 1870, we celebrate the values of kindness, compassion, and friendliness, knowing that a community's greatness may best be measured by the compassionate actions of its members. Mayor Scott Savey and council members Raymond Franson, Millie Bradshaw, Seiko Webb, and Monica Schultes, with clerk Lisa Bell, welcome you and say,
Go Rich Rebels!
Here with Ben Sellers, senior at Rich High School. He's this week's Town of Woodruff standout student. Ben, how you doing today?
I'm good.
So we're nearly to the end of the second trimester of your senior year. Has your senior year been everything you'd wanted it to be?
No, it's gone so fast. There's so many more things that I would have liked to do. But it's been really good. It's just gone by way faster than I could have ever expected.
So let's start in the fall. You ran cross country for the team in the fall. Can you just kind of talk about some of the stories that maybe you have from the cross season?
Yeah, so we would always go on our on the bus on the way home after we would race. We would come back and stop at like a gas station or something, and we would always get slushies or ices or something. That's just something that our team always did. And then I never knew that they were carbonated. It's basically frozen soda, basically. But I never knew they were carbonated. And so this year, our coach told us that it was carbonated, but he had just never stopped us before. And we have this thing like where we don't drink soda for the entire season. And anyway, so we found out that at the beginning of the year, and we didn't have any of our ices for the entire season. And then as soon as state came around, we were just so happy to get our ices back.
So ours was sweet tarts and slushies. Me and a buddy used to drive in my dad's truck, big F-250, and we'd go get sweet tarts and slushies every day after either practice or a game. So I kind of get where you're coming from. So what about wrestling season? Do you have any thoughts on wrestling season, how it's going? You guys have a lot of new kids, and obviously wrestling's something that if you're not overly experienced, then can be a rough time.
Yeah, I'm new myself. This is my first year doing it as a senior. It's kind of interesting to get thrown in because everybody, like on the brackets and stuff, they don't know how much experience you have other than your win to loss ratio. And so on there, I have a little 12 by mine because I'm a senior, and everybody, expects the seniors to be tough, and I kind of get thrown around a lot. But I've definitely improved, and it was a last-minute decision for me. I wasn't sure if I was going to do it or even how long I was going to do it if I started doing it, but it's been really good. We've definitely improved as a team, and a lot of new people there that I know that are probably going to stay and enjoy it.
What are you looking forward to in track season?
I don't know. I'm not the best at really anything, but I really enjoy hanging out with the people there, and I don't know, making more memories. It's the last season that I'm gonna get with these guys. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Academic wise, what are you looking to do in your last semester of high school?
I have nothing really crazy. I'm working on a couple of Bridgerland classes, including the PC Pro stuff. I'm hoping to get some certifications so that I can kickstart something for college, but nothing too crazy.
What are some of your hobbies outside of school?
Oh, I don't know. Since wrestling season started, I haven't had a lot of free time, but I really like to go skiing. Every chance that I get, I go skiing. We got my brother, who hasn't been skiing for a while, back for one day, and that was really, really fun. So,
what is something the world should know about you?
I have a tendency to tell everybody I meet everything about me, so I don't know, I'm not really hiding anything.
So you mean exactly what we're doing right now?
I guess.
Thanks, Ben.
We want to thank Ben Sellers for being a part of the Town of Woodruff Standout Student of the Week interview on a Gary H. Tusher CPA pregame show. When we come back, we'll have your coaches show for you a T7 Propane coaches show as we hear from head coach Lex Cornea. Listen to Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Whether it's for your home, your ranch, your equipment, or your business, when you need propane, count on the best. T7 Propane in Woodruff. The safe and professional team at T7 Propane offers quality product and the most responsive propane service in the area, so you can enjoy the affordability, reliability, and efficiency of propane. For heating, cooking, grilling, motor fuel, and more, count on the team at T7 for your personal or business propane needs. 435-793-4208.
With head coach of the Rich Rebels boys varsity basketball team, it's head coach Lex Cornea. And Coach Cornea, you guys went 1-on-1 on the weekend. You drop a tough game to Tabiona where it was a little back and forth, and you were able to bounce back on Saturday with the win versus ICS. Just kind of give me your thoughts on the weekend.
Well, it's a missed opportunity. We know that. Our guys know that. ICS is down, and we knew the game we had to win was Friday night against Tabby. And those are the types of games that really kick you up in the seeding. Those are the types of games that rep what you'll see at state. And, our whole week was about Friday night. And we played, 16 minutes, 20 minutes of really good basketball. But that extra 16, that extra 12 that wasn't good, it cost us. And, but we've talked with them. I think every championship team has a marquee loss that they can point to that woke them up, that taught them, hey, give them a little dose of humility. Here's what we can't do. Let's not feel this way again. And I hope that between Manila and Tabby we have that.
What do you guys have to do to bounce back this week?
Well, the writing's on the wall. We have 8 games left. And if you look at the state bracket right now, we're at an 8 seed, and the 8 seed plays a number 1 on the second night. So we are in the business of trying to climb right now. I don't think we have to play perfect basketball from here on out and run 8-0 to be able to get a seed that is favorable for us. But we realize that we need to have a really strong 4 weeks of basketball. That 6-2, 5-3 maybe, but we cannot just play 500 basketball and have the look that we want. So guys know that. We've just talked about it, and I think they know it's within their reach, but I also think they know that we don't have any nights off from here until, March 4th. Every game's going to be a dogfight, and they're dogfights we have to come out on the right side of.
So you guys have Big Piney and Bear Lake this week. Can you first talk about Big Piney and what do they do well, and what do you guys have to do to stop them?
Well, they have, they're a little bit young, but their two older kids are really special. A Munoz kid and a Stoutenberg kid that, between the two of them, they average, 33 points a night. I've watched them for a long time. These guys have played against them. We know how good they are. They can shoot, they can drive, they're really scrappy, and then underneath them they've got some sophomores that they're young, but they're not going to be making the same mistakes they were at the beginning of the year. We're going to get a better version of them than what we saw when we watched them play out at the Bridger Valley tournament. So, and it's at their place, and Big Piney is a tough place to play. Coach strong. His teams are scrappy. They always play their best in February and March and January, and it'll be a tough one. But I do think that we pose some matchup problems for them, and when we play clean basketball, I think that they're a team that we can go get, even though it's on the road. But if we play dirty, if we play, if we're not defending, then they are a team that will go get you because they've gotten teams already.
Then you guys have Bear Lake on Saturday. It didn't go well the first time, but you are a much improved team, and I'm sure they're improved as well. What do you guys have to do to be able to come out with a win in a tough spot to play?
Well, we know that Bear Lake is a measuring stick for us. We knew that when we scheduled them because we saw them in the summer. So, that's a game that we need to worry more about us than we do about them. How are we playing? Are we making the right reads? And, you look at the first time we played them, that game was tied up at the end of the first quarter, and then you give up, 6 points in the next quarter, 8 points in the one after that, and then the wheels came off. We gave up 12, and you end up losing by 20-something. What we need to see is quarters that are controlled, that we stop runs, and we create our own. And, that's probably the best team we'll see on our schedule all year long. We won't have a tougher team play us, even, on a Saturday afternoon at state in the state championship game. There's nobody in 1A as good as Bear Lake. So it's a game to learn from, and I also think these guys have been playing for a long time. You go play clean, you get a couple bounces, and suddenly who knows what happens in a game like that. And I think these guys believe it, and they're not scared of Bear Lake because they've been playing them since they were third grade. So I think they've got a chip on their shoulder. They want to show that they're a better team than they were the first time we played that group, and that was in the week 1 of the season. So I think our guys are hungry for it and can't wait for it.
We want to thank Lex Cornea for being a part of the T7 Propane pregame coaches show on the Gary H. Tusher CPA pregame show. When we come back, we'll have your starting lineups and keys to the game. You listen to Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation. Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Your accountant has to be trustworthy, smart, and filled with integrity. That's why so many choose Gary Tusher, CPA. Serving clients for over 34 years, Gary and his staff handle income tax preparation for all types of businesses and individuals, IRS and state audit representation, payroll reporting, QuickBooks setup support and training, business startup services, monthly bookkeeping, and more. When you choose Gary Tusher, CPA, you get a team of professionals that care about your financial health. Schedule an appointment today.
Well, welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth in the middle of a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. Fortunately, we couldn't get the starters for Big Piney to update the graphic, but starting for the Big Piney Punchers, senior number 1, Giovanni Munoz. Starting at number 2, junior Ruben Stottenberg. Another starter, number 13, sophomore Ashton Bennett. Another sophomore starting for the Punchers, number 22, Bill Hibbert. And rounding out the starting lineup for is we have we're trying to figure out who the 5th starter is for the Punchers. They're the 5 sitting on the bench, there's one number that we don't have. We have a 24. But we'll go to the Rich Rebels starting lineup for your Rebels. Starting number 10, Hunter Pace. Number 11, Jaden Desch. Pace the senior, Desh the junior. Junior, number 15, Jaden Cornea. Sophomore, number 23, Carter Hoffman. And rounding out the starting lineup for the Rich Rebels, junior, number 32, Carson Muirbrook. As for the Rebels, the keys to this game is going to be number 1, number 2, Johnny Munoz and Ruben Stottenberg, as they are the two leading scorers on this team. One scores 17.6 per game, and the other scores 16.2. The other starter for the Punchers, number 20, Cale Espenscheid, the sophomore. But you got to stop Munoz, Stottenberg, and then Bill Hibbert punches in 9.4 points a game. Between those three, you have over 40 per. As we reset the station on main scoreboard. It's actually Jarrett Mason in the starting lineup for Carter Hoffman. As this tip-off is brought to you by LSR Refrigerated, I want to remind you that free throws are brought to you by Bear Lake Realty, timeouts, Independent Software Solutions, Steels, Rich County Government, three-pointers, My Local Radio, inbounds play, Mountain Valley Cattle Company, and the Fan Cam, brought to you by Bear Lake Realty, as it'll be Muirbrook to jump against Espenscheid. 1 to Pace, as it's stolen by Stottenberg. He's going to drive down the left wing into the paint. Layup on the way is good. 2-0 Punchers early. As a quick three-pointer for Mason, no good. His left wing 3 off. Here come the Punchers back the other way, as this is an Ellingford Brothers first quarter, as Munoz into the paint, lays it up, off glass, no good. Rebound tip to Cornea, as Cornea is going to push it up the floor to Desh. Desh catches, thought about 3. Surveys, drives left down the baseline, uses his body. Shot is going to go off Desh, out of bounds, as Hibbert with the defensive effort there. 2-0, 7:25 to go in the Ellingford Brothers first quarter. Munoz will walk it up the floor for the Punchers. Hands it off to Espenscheid to the wing. They go inside to Stottenberg. Stottenberg to the free throw line. That's Hibbert with the free throw line jumper. Good. 4-0 early on the station on main scoreboard, as Cornea will walk it up the timeline. Finds Desh on the right wing. Desh to Pace. Pace pulls up from 10 feet. Off glass and good. That's a nice shot there from Hunter Pace, as he picks up the first points of the ball game for the Rebels. Punchers walk it up the floor, as Munoz thought about pulling up from the left elbow on the step back move. Passes it off from the wing. Espenscheid in the corner. Gets a pick to the free throw line. Up top to Hibbert. They find Bennett, as he finds Stottenberg. 3 on the way. He buries it. 7-2 on the station on main scoreboard, as Cornea will walk it up the floor. 6:29 to go in the Ellingford Brothers first quarter. It's Desh. Surveys from his right wing spot. To Pace. He pulls up for 3. No good, off the side rim and out. Rebound to the Punchers, as Stottenberg will walk it up the court. Hands it off to Munoz, as Munoz goes right back to him. They play catch as Munoz attacks the left wing. Drives the lane, no one steps in. Layup, no good. Munoz grabs his own miss. Layup again, no good, as Desh skies for the board. Here come the Rebels. Push it up the wing to Mason. Mason to Cornea. Cornea cannot complete the catch in the lane, as the Punchers come back the other way with Stottenberg. His right-hand drive. Goes behind the back, loses it on the shot attempt, out of bounds, off of the Punchers. 5:42 to go in the Ellingford Brothers first quarter. It'll be Rebels basketball. It's been back and forth action, as Cornea will walk it up the floor for the Rebels. Mason has it on the wing. They go to Pace, top the key. They go inside to Muirbrook. Muirbrook turns off glass and good. That's a great find there from Cornea to Muirbrook. Muirbrook lays it off glass and in. Here come the Punchers. Stolen by Cornea, as Cornea tiptoed the sideline for the second. Stepped out of bounds, according to the official. Hard to tell from this angle, but he did a good job staying in bounds until he controlled the ball. Unfortunately, just too close to the sideline on the steal attempt. We Punchers basketball, 5:17 to go in the Ellingford Brothers first quarter. Just a reminder, we are playing in the state of Wyoming. There is no shot clock, as Munoz will walk it across the timeline. Hands it off They go to Espenshide. Trying to go inside off the glass into the hands of Hunter Pace. He gets the Rich County government steal. He attacks the lane. Layup on the way. No good, but we're going to get a foul on the play. It is a blocking call as Hunter Pace attacks. Did a good job using his steps to get away from the charge as he stepped past Bennett. Bennett stuck his hip out to get the foul, according to the official. As Hunter Pace will shoot 2 Bear Lake Realty free throws. First one on the way short. Pace gets the ball in his hand. 2 dribbles, spins it in his hand. Right-hand free throw on the way. This one rattles around the rim and falls. Hunter Pace goes 1 for 2 from the Bear Lake Realty free throw line. 7-5 on the station on main scoreboard. As dribble handoff to Munoz. Gets a screen, drives left into the paint. As Muirbrook stops him, Cornea steals it. He's going to attack the paint. Finds Desch. Desch with a pass fake into the lane. Shot on the way. Good. Jaden Desch banks it off glass. 7-7 on the station on main scoreboard. Rebels come back. It's Munoz to walk it up the court. 4:35 to go in the Ellingford brothers' first quarter. Munoz on the wing to Espenshide. Hands it off to Hibbert. Thought about 3. They go to Munoz. Munoz attacks the paint. Tries to fire a pass out to Hibbert, but he's going to be fouled before the pass. The foul will be on Cornea. His first foul of the game against the Rebels. As Carter Hoffman checks in for Jarrett Mason. Munoz will inbound for the Punchers to the corner. They go to Espenshide, back to the corner for Staley. Staley to Hibbert. They work at the Espenshide at the top of the key. He's going to reset the offense. Pace guards Espenshide. They go to Staley. Staley to Stauffenberg. His 3 on the way. Good. Got to stay with Stauffenberg as the Rebels push it up the floor. Hoffman off glass and good. Old-fashioned 3-point play. As Hoffman off the bench into the game makes an impact. 10-9 on the station on main scoreboard. Carter Hoffman to shoot the Bear Lake Realty free throw. As you can see a little bit on camera, the bench from the Piney Punchers were not happy about them not getting back as that foul's on. They're waiting to see who the foul is on. Hoffman, free throw on the way. Off the front of the rim and in as we'll get a whistle. As that foul was on Staley, his first, as Bennett will replace him. Should be 10-10 on the station on main scoreboard as Lex Cornea checks on it. As here come the Punchers the other way. They do correct that in-house scoreboard as Munoz kicks it to the wing. Espenshide thought about 3. Tries to drive the lane, does. Finds Bennett. 3-pointer on the way is good. Punchers are a 29% 3-point shooting team coming into the game. Desch looks to answer right away, short. As we're going to get a foul against the Rebels. So it'll be on Muirbrook as he reached in. His first. As Staley will check back in for Espenshide. The Punchers are rotating players rather often here in the first quarter. 3:29 to go in the Ellingford first quarter. The Punchers up 13-10 on the station on main scoreboard. As Munoz drives, gets a screen. Hoffman guards. Munoz picks up his dribble and Hoffman jumps on him as Stauffenberg catches. Surveys. Has an 8 already in the game. Finds Bennett. Bennett gets a screen. We're going to get a foul called. I believe that'll be against Cornea. That'll be his second.
Foul call on Rich County, number 15, Jaden Cornea.
Trey Walker will check in for Jaden Cornea. 3:07 to go in the Ellingford brothers' first quarter. 13-10, Punchers with the lead, on the station on main scoreboard. Munoz catches. 1 dribble into the paint. As a layup, no good. Rebound on the other side, poked away, but we're going to get a foul called against the Rebels. That'll be on Walker, his first. That'll send Staley to the line to shoot free throws. According to YO Preps, this will be Staley's first free throw attempt of the season. Makes it. 14-10 on the station on main scoreboard as Drake Weston's going to check in for the Rebels. He'll replace Hunter Pace.
For the Rebels, number 5, Drake Weston.
Staley back to the line to shoot the second half of the free throws. Second free throw on the way, is good. 2 for 2 from the line, 15-10 on the station on main scoreboard as Weston will push it up the floor. Goes to Hoffman. Hoffman with the left-hand dribble back to Weston. As they're trying to go inside to Muirbrook, they attempt to. It's punched away. Checking in for the Punchers, number 10, that's Cole Walton.
Number 10.
Replaces Bennett. As every whistle, it seems like the Punchers are replacing a player, trying to keep their rotation fresh. As Weston has the Mountain Valley Cattle Company inbounds play in his hand. Goes to Walker. Walker double team. Skip pass to Hoffman. He catches on the wing to Desch. Thought about the three. Back to Hoffman. He's going to fire a left wing three. No good as the rebound poked out of bounds by Trey Walker. Ball will go to the Punchers. 2:41 to go in the Ellingford brothers first quarter. 15-10 on the station on main scoreboard. Munoz will walk it up the floor for the Punchers. He's guarded by Weston. Munoz pulls up for three. No good. In and out. Rebound pulled down by Walker. As we're getting a foul called, I believe, against the Punchers. As it'll be on Staley. That's his second. Team third. 2:28 to go in the Ellingford brothers first quarter as Weston walks it across the timeline. Rebels into the offense as Muirbrook catches on the left elbow. Back to Weston. Thought about three. Right-hand dribble across the lane. Pass to Walker. Nearly stolen as Walker chases it down to Weston. His three on the way. Short. Rebound pulled in by the Punchers as Munoz will push it up the floor. Tries a pass inside off the hands of Hibbert, out of bounds. As checking the ball game for the Punchers, number 13, Ashton Bennett. 2:04 to go in the Ellingford brothers first quarter. 15-10 on the station on main scoreboard. Hoffman to Desch. Goes to Walker. Walker on the elbow. Spins back. Good move by Trey Walker. Off glass and in. As Trey Walker pirouettes at the free throw line, turns and finishes his first bucket of the ball game. 15-12 on the station on main scoreboard as Bennett catches. Stripped away by Carter Hoffman. Hoffman out in front of everyone. Loses the ball, so he slows down. Finds Weston. Weston in the right corner. Dribbles it out. Pump fakes. Goes inside to Muirbrook. Muirbrook spins. Fires. Off the front of the rim and no good. As 1:20 to go in the Ellingford brothers first quarter, they move it to Stottenberg. Stottenberg drives into the paint. Layup. Good. As Stottenberg has 10 points already in the game. Weston across the timeline. Dribbles it up the floor. Slows it down. As with a minute to go in the Ellingford brothers first quarter, the Rebels reset the offense, trailing 17-12 on the station on main scoreboard. Desch pulls up for three off the back rim and out. Rebound pulled in by the Punchers as Munoz will push it up the floor. On the left wing, he slows it down. Munoz works it to the wing for Walton. Walton back to Munoz. Bennett catches it on the left wing. They go to the corner for Hibbert. Back up top to Walton. As Hibbert catches 15-foot corner jumper on the way is good. 19-12 on the station on main scoreboard. Rebels trail as Desch catches on the left wing as it's stripped out of bounds. They're going to call a foul against Desch. As I think as he went up to corral the ball, he clipped the player in the head. 22 seconds to go in the Ellingford brothers first quarter. 19-12 on the station on main scoreboard. Munoz walk it up the floor as Hibbert catches on the right wing. We go back to Hibbert. Muirbrook guards him. Hand it off to Munoz. He attacks the paint. Euro step, lays it in. 21-12 on the station on main scoreboard. That's Munoz's first bucket of the game. 3 seconds to go in the quarter. Desch catches. One dribble. Three-pointer on the way. In and out. Nearly falls. As that'll do it for us here in the first quarter. Listen to Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Quality is the one thing that you can always count on when you do business with Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. Whether you're looking for strong, high-quality cement for construction, sand and gravel for road base, a cement trough or critter ladder for your livestock, or steel fabrication including custom towing packages, bumpers, and other vehicle accessories, you always get high-quality products and friendly, knowledgeable service at Ellingford's. Stop in today, 199 County Road, Evanston.
In the state where life is elevated, live your life in a higher gear. Cash Honda Yamaha can help you enjoy our beautiful local terrain, whether it's in the valleys, mountains, snow, or water. So get out and enjoy all nature has to offer at a higher speed. Visit Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley to start living your life at your new speed. Visit us in Hyde Park, just north of Logan, Utah.
A healthy smile improves life in many ways. Fresher breath, increased confidence, and better overall health. Dr. Sean Grohl and his team at Comprehensive Family Dental have been supporting Rich Rebels for over 25 years. Call today and schedule your next appointment. Go Rebels!
Welcome back to the Left Squad Plains Tires broadcast booth in the middle of Bear Lake Community Health Center. Presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. Mason finds Muirbrook at the top, the key to Cornea, playing with 2 fouls. Goes to Pace, turns, fires the 3. Good! Hunter Pace continues his hot shooting stroke from 3, as that is a My Local Radio three-pointer for Pace. He's got 6 in the ballgame. That's a big bucket for the Rebels coming out of the break here in the Stacy's Repair second quarter. Work it to Munoz in the left wing, thought about 3. Gets a screen. Rebels switch it. Munoz steps back, fires to Hibbert. Hibbert traveled initially, then traveled again as they called the second one. Makes the shot, but the traveling violation erases the bucket. Rebels basketball in front of their own bench as Cornea will walk it up the floor. 7:20 to go in Stacy's Repair second quarter. Pace catches, pump fakes, guarded by Munoz. They go to Walker at the top, the key. Walker, backdoor pass to Cornea, stolen. As Espenscheid comes away with the ball to Munoz as the punchers will set up the offense. It's Espenscheid, works it to Hibbert. He's going to fire a 3. This time it's short. Rebound to Cornea as the Rebels are off and running. Pass to Muirbrook, spins into the lane. Layup on the way, no good. Gets his own board, finishes the second chance effort as Carson Muirbrook sticks with it to grab his 4th point of the ball game. 6:45 to go in the Stacy's Repair second quarter. Rebels have cut the lead to 5. Stottenberg catches, attacks, layup, no good. Will shoot 2 free throws. Stottenberg already has 10 points in the game, going to the free throw line to add to his total. Ball's on Mason, his first. 6th of the half against the Rebels. The punchers will be shooting free throws the rest of the way. First free throw is on the way, good. Checking in for the Rebels, number 13, Noah Perry. As Stottenberg goes back to the line. Second free throw on the way is good. I don't think Stottenberg has missed yet tonight. Typically a 58% shooter from the free throw line. They work it to Mason, open corner 3, good! As Jarrett Mason cuts the lead to 3 with a My Local Radio three-pointer. Rebels push it up the floor. Get an open three-pointer off of a layup. That is something that typically doesn't happen, and you cannot allow that to happen in basketball. Stottenberg catches. Work it around. It's Hibbert. They try to go inside to Stottenberg as the pass was behind him. 6:13 to go in the Stacy's Repair second quarter. The punchers fall back into a 1-3-1 zone as Cornea walks it up the floor. Goes to Mason. Mason to Walker at the elbow. He turns, spins, finds Cornea. Cornea attacking to Trey Walker up top. Walker catches. Fires off glass, no good. As the punchers get the rebound, it's Munoz across the timeline. Crosses over, as Walker's able to stay with him. Stottenberg left open for 3, and that's going in. He's got 15 already in the game as Mason walks it up across the timeline. He's going to step into a 3. That's off the back rim and out as Munoz will push it for the punchers. into the paint. Layup attempt on the way. No good as he was stumbling. Gets his own rebound. Finds Stottenberg open for three again. He misses. He is human. As it'll be punched out of bounds by the Rebels. As Stottenberg scored 15 points before he had his first miss in the ball game. 5:18 to go in the Stacey's Repair second quarter. He's 1 point off his game average as he averages 16 per night. Munoz to inbound. Had an open player for a layup. They don't go to him. They go to Hibbert at the top of the key. As they go back to Stottenberg, he floats one. That's short. Punched into the hands of Jarrett Mason. As Mason throws it ahead for Walker. Walker with the catch into the lane. Layup, no good. Rebound by Perry. Perry finds Hunter Pace. Open three on the way, no good. 4:58 to go in the Stacey's Repair second quarter. 26-20, the Punchers over the Rebels. As Hibbert will walk it up the floor, guarded by Perry. Go to Stottenberg. Staley catches the top of the key. As a layup on the way from Espenscheid as he drives by the entire defense. 28-20 on the Station on Main scoreboard. As Trey Walker catches on the right wing. Mason surveys from the right wing to Cornea. Work it to Pace. Thought about three. Back to Cornea. Cornea to Jarrett Mason as they go Pace in the right corner. He's going to fire a three. That's good. Hunter Pace with a huge bucket there. As Pace has 9 in the game. As we're going to Independent Software Solutions timeout called by the Punchers. Listen to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
If you've never heard a mechanic say they truly care, then you've been at the wrong place. Stacy's Repair in Woodruff is a family-owned and operated business open since 1992. Offering all types of maintenance and repair services, you can be sure your vehicle is operating at its best. Whether your vehicle is older or the newest model, gas or diesel, we fix and maintain them all. Also offering chip repair, windshield replacement, and tires. When your vehicle needs a mechanic, bring it to the ones who truly care. Stacy's Repair in Woodruff.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. The Nova Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. 28-23, the Punchers lead the Rebels on the Station on Main scoreboard. As we got 9 to go in the timeout, Punchers are going to be back to the floor. It'll be Punchers basketball to start after the timeout as Hunter Pace canned a three to cut the lead to 5. As we're back on the floor, Hibbert will inbound. This looks like Stottenberg will walk it up the floor. Rebels fall back into a 2-3 zone. As they work a screen, Pace is there. Hibbert, they try to go inside. That's poked away, right back to Stottenberg. Up top to Munoz, back to Stottenberg on the left wing. Crosses over, tacks the elbow to Munoz in the corner. Thought about three. Pace is there. Munoz will dribble it back as the Punchers look to reset the offense. It's Espenscheid at the top of the key. To the corner, Stottenberg left open. Three on the way. That's no good as Carter Hoffman pulls in the board. Here come the Rebels back the other way. Walker on the wing. He's going to attack. Into the lane. Floats one up. No good. Rebound into the hands of Perry. Perry off the front of the rim. No good. Can't complete the layup as he grabs the board. 3:26 to go in the Stacey's Repair second quarter as Munoz looks to attack into the paint to the wing for Espenscheid. He attacks, pass inside, right back to him as the Punchers retain possession. Stottenberg moves it to Munoz, corner three on the way. No good, in and out. As rebound goes to the Punchers, they continue to work. It's Espenscheid to the top of the key for Stottenberg. Stottenberg tries to go back to Espenscheid. Tipped and stolen by Trey Walker as it bounces off a pace into the hands of Walker. Walker looks to attack as his pass to the corner is knocked out of bounds. Great back check there from Staley. As Desch and Muirbrook will replace Walker and Perry. The 5-4, the Rebels, Desch, Pace, Muirbrook, Carter Hoffman, and Jaden Cornea. Mountain Valley Cattle Company inbounds play in the hands of Cornea. Goes to Desch. Desch double teamed. Goes to Pace on the wing as Pace is guarded. Pace goes to Hoffman on the right wing. Back to Desch, thought about 3. Instead goes to Cornea in the wing. Cornea dribbles up to the top of the key as Hoffman's able to complete the catch for the moment as he tries to go down. It slips out of his hand, off his foot, out of bounds. 2:32 to go in the Stacey Repair second quarter. It is the Punchers by 5. Rebels are going to match up. Cornea guards Munoz. Munoz into the corner for Espenscheid, poked away for the moment. Go to Hibbert. Hibbert on the wing to Munoz. Munoz looks to attack. That ball slips out of his hands right to the waiting arms of Staley. That's a tough luck break there for the Rebels as that ball was poked away from Munoz right into the hands of Staley. He lays it in. 2:04 to go in the Stacey Repair second quarter. Hand it off to Cornea at the top of the key. Cornea attacks left into the paint. Layup on the way. No good. Rebound into the hands of Munoz. He looks to push. Has a couple of teammates ahead as they get a layup from Bill Hibbert. Puts the Punchers up 9, 32-23. As Desch catches on the wing. Looks to attack. Drops it off to Pace. 3 on the way. Good. Hunter Pace with another huge bucket for the Rebels. Buries the My Local Radio three-pointer. He's got 12. Stautenberg will dribble it up the floor. Gets the handoff back as he's going to attack with the left hand. Pulls up from 10 feet. That's off. As we're going to get a foul called on the play. See who they call it on. It looks like it'll be on the Rebels. Be on Pace. His first. That'll send Hibbert to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Excuse me, to shoot the 1 and 1. It's 1:22 to go in the half. Jarrett Mason replaces Jaden Cornea. Cornea did a good job not picking up his third foul as Hibbert will shoot the front half of the 1 and 1. Free throw on the way, no good. Rebound pulled in by Munoz, slapped away by Muirbrook. Rebels catch a break there as they get the steal. They work it to Mason in the corner. Back to Hoffman. Hoffman skip past to Desch on the left wing. He attacks to Mason in the left corner. Slow it down. As Mason dribbles out to the Big Piney logo, finds Hoffman on the left wing. He attacks. Gets around the defender. Back to Desch. Hoffman catches, fires for 3. No good, off the back rim and out. 55 to go in the Stacey Repair second quarter as Stautenberg will walk it up the floor. Hibbert on the right wing. 44 to go in the half. Munoz to Stautenberg. Looks like the Punchers are content to hold for the last shot. Stautenberg catches. He's blitzed by Muirbrook. Drives, kicks to Munoz. Poked away from behind, but the Rebels are going to get called for a foul. They'll send Munoz to the line and shoot the 1 and 1. It'll be on Hoffman. His first. Team 9th. Shooting the 1 and 1 is Munoz. As Bennett will check back in for the Punchers. Free throw on the way from Munoz is good. He earns the second half of the 1 and 1. Espenscheid checks back in for Walton. Munoz, second free throw on the way is good. 34-26 on the Station on Main scoreboard is Desch to the corner for Hoffman. Hoffman inside to Muirbrook. Muirbrook makes a move, spins back, finds Desch. Desch, left wing 3 on the way. Good as Jaden Desch buries the My Local Radio three-pointer. Cuts the lead to 34-29 as the Punchers work it up. It's Munoz, crosses over, 10 to go in the half. Survey spins back, off glass, and good. Nice move there from Munoz as the Rebels will push with pace to Mason. Mason catches, right corner 3 on the way, no good. With that, that is the end of the first half. You're listening to Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. As we're going to go to the Gare Bear Fan Cam, brought to you by Realtor Gary McKee at Bear Lake Realty. 435-946-8888. Call 435-946-8888 or visit bearlakerealty.com. We'll be right back with the Crawford Troth halftime show after this.
If If you've never heard a mechanic say they truly care, then you've been at the wrong place. Stacy's Repair in Woodruff is a family-owned and operated business open since 1992. Offering all types of maintenance and repair services, you can be sure your vehicle is operating at its best. Whether your vehicle is older or the newest model, gas or diesel, we fix and maintain them all. Also offering chip repair, windshield replacement, and tires. When your vehicle needs a mechanic, bring it to the ones who truly care. Stacy's Repair in Woodruff.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
Precision, the quality, condition, or fact of being exact and accurate.
Precision is important. Scoring the next point, making the perfect shot, getting the best score. And when you think of your dentist, you want precision to be the first word that comes to mind. That's why patients are so pleased with Dr. McKay Frankum. He provides precision family dentistry at reasonable prices to every patient. Dr. McKay Frankum, call today for an appointment.
Call Dr. McKay Frankum at 789-8910.
Now you've got a safe and secure place to store your boat, RV, ATVs, and other vehicles right in town. T-Bar Body Shop offers storage for just $35 per month. Long and short-term storage options are available. Of course, T-Bar Body Shop also offers custom bodywork when you have an accident. We work with your insurance directly and get the job done right. T-Bar Body Shop offers a wide range of services. Stop in today and see all the ways T-Bar can serve you. 515 County Road, Evanston. Let T-Bar fix your car.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
At the Evanston Walmart, you'll find all the tools students need to succeed. Our team is committed to providing quality products and an excellent shopping experience. Stop in today. 125 North 2nd Street, Evanston. Walmart. Save money, live better.
Welcome to the Crawford Trout Halftime Show, the place to eat and drink. Listen to Bear Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online on mylocalradio.com. Punchers up 36-29 at the half. When we come back, we'll have your first half highlights for you, brought to you by the town of Randolph. Listen to Bear Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
There's nothing better than a yummy, delicious cheeseburger. Except maybe if you add a large raspberry shake and tater tots that are cooked to perfection with just a little extra crunch. That's what you get with every burger at the Crawford Trough in Randolph. There's a full menu to choose from, filled with delicious options that will tickle your taste buds every time. But when you find yourself craving a burger, always choose Crawford Trough. Nothing else compares. The Crawford Trough in Randolph. Stop in today.
Taking care of yourself is important through all stages of life. Bear Lake Community Health Center offers a holistic approach to a healthy body and mind that includes education, prevention, and networking. We offer medical, dental, behavioral health, nutrition, and pharmacy services. We accept most insurance, including Medicaid, Medicare, and have a sliding scale discount plan. Choose Bear Lake Community Health Center, 435-946-3660.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. Middle of Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. It is time for the Crawford Trout Halftime Show, the place to eat and drink. We come back, we'll have your first half highlights for you, brought to you by the town of Randolph. Randolph, Utah is a town of extremes at an elevation of 6,300 feet with temperatures that can range from 90 degrees in the summer and sometimes 40 below in the winter. The folks that call Randolph home have to be a hardy crew. Rich County residents value hard work, education, and believe in God, family, country, and being a good neighbor. Mayor Sim Bell and Town Board Melanie Lim, Clay Barker, Brandon Hatch, Cullen Pace, and Clerk April Grohl support the Rich Rebels and invite you to visit Randolph whenever you can.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth in the middle of the Bear Lake Community Health Center. Presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online on mylocalradio.com. It is time for the Crawford Trout halftime show and the Town of Randolph first half highlights on that Crawford Trout halftime show. For your Rebels, they trail 36-29, but Hunter Pace leads the way with 12. Jaden Desch has 5. Carson Muirbrook with 4. Jarrett Mason with 3. Trey Walker with a pair, as well as Carter Hoffman, for a total of 29. For the Punchers, it's Ruben Stottenberg leading the way with 15, as Giovanni Munoz has 6, Bill Hibbert with 4, Ashton Bennett with 3, Caleb Staley has 2, for a grand total of 36. And for the Rebels, we'll get to it more in our halftime adjustments, but Stottenberg has been on fire. He has 15 points in the game already. You're listening to the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. We come back, we'll have your first half adjustments on the Crawford Trout halftime show.
Rich School District has a legendary history of student success in the classroom and in other areas. Over 70% of Rich High students are involved in extracurricular activities. Participation in the classroom, on the field, in the gym, or on the stage helps students reach their potential. Working together with students, the community, and an amazing staff, we have the opportunity to build tomorrow's leaders. Rich School District, focusing on success, one student at a time.
Taking care of yourself is important through all stages of life. Bear Lake Community Health Center offers a holistic approach to a healthy body and mind that includes education, prevention, and networking. We offer medical, dental, behavioral health, nutrition, and pharmacy services. We accept most insurance, including Medicaid, Medicare, and have a sliding scale discount plan. Choose Bear Lake Community Health Center, 435-946-3660.
When you drive on the best tires that are rotated, balanced, and inflated properly, you can save money 2 ways. The best tires can reduce wear and tear on your vehicle. That saves you money in the long run. The best tires can also improve your overall miles per gallon. That helps you save every time to fill up at the pump. At Freeway Tire in Evanston, we offer the best tires with the best service for every vehicle. Make sure you're running on the best tires you can. Visit Freeway Tire today, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth in the middle of the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. 2 minutes to go in the Crawford Trout halftime show. It is time for your halftime adjustments. For the Rebels, it's got to be on the defensive end. If you're going to get back into this game and win this game, you got to D up. You gave up 36 points in the opening half. That is far too many. And more importantly, you got to stop Ruben Stoutenberg. He's got 15. I understand this is a 30% three-point shooting team coming in, but they are feeling it tonight. The basket is looking big to them, but you got to stop Stoutenberg, and then Munoz has 6. If you can kind of keep slowing him down, he's going to get his points, but if you can try to keep him under his average, that'll help you out immensely, as the Rebels need to get some stops defensively. That's the key here to their comeback. As offensively, they were pretty good. They scored 29 points in a half. Typically, 29 points is pretty good. That's right on par with scoring 60. And scoring 60 in a varsity game is awesome. That's a lot of points, as the Rebels do come in. They average 53.3 a game. The Punchers, they average 58 a game, and they're at 36. So you got to get stops defensively if you're the Rebels. You can't allow the Punchers to continue to knock down three-pointers the way they have. As we'll head to the third quarter in about 45 seconds. This third quarter is brought to you by Epic Recreation.
We want to remind you that free throws are brought to you by Bear Lake Realty, Timeouts, Independent Software Solutions, Steels, Rich County Government, 3-Pointers, My Local Radio, Inbounds Plays, Mountain Valley Cattle Company, and the Fan Cam is brought to you by Bear Lake Realty. And if you're the Rebels, you got to get back into this one with the defense like we said. Use your defense, get some stops, get some momentum, and that'll help you get back into this game. You're only down 7. 7 points is nothing to make up in a basketball game. You get a couple stops, couple buckets the other way. Suddenly it's a one-possession game, and you're right back where you need to be. So the Rebels are going to have to do it on the defensive end. The 5 on the floor for the punchers, Giovanni Munoz, Ruben Stottenberg, Ashton Bennett, Cale Espenscheid, as well as Bill Hibbert. Rebels back to the floor. 5 on the floor for the Rebels is Jaden Desch, Carter Hoffman, Hunter Pace, Jaden Cornea, and Carson Meerbrook. The punchers basketball to start the half as Munoz will walk it up the floor. Rebels come out in man-to-man defense as Meerbrook guards Espenscheid as he fires one across the floor. Munoz catches on the wing. He surveys from the left wing as there's 7:48 to go in the corner. Punchers continue to work it around. It's Bennett. Bennett has it stolen by Cornea. Cornea attacks the lane. Layup off glass, no good, but Jaden Cornea will shoot 2 Bear Lake Realty free throws, and that's the way to start the half. That's a good way to set the tone with 7:38 to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter. Fouls on Munoz, his first, team first of the half. Only 3 team fouls in that first half for the punchers. Cornea steps to the free throw line. First one on the way, no good.
Walton checks into the game for the punchers.
Walton into the game for Bennett. As it looks like the head coach of the punchers wants to have a word with him on the bench as he's showing him to be a little more patient with the dribble as Cornea nails the second Bear Lake Realty free throw, his first bucket of his first point of the game. Punchers working around to Munoz at the 10-foot volleyball line. Directing traffic as he goes to the wing for Espenscheid. Espenscheid attacks the free throw line. They continue to work it. Munoz on the wing. Munoz on the left wing, crosses over, attacks the paint. Step through move on the way, no good. Great defense there from Carter Hoffman as Hunter Pace gets the board. He's going to push it up the floor. Finds Hoffman on the right wing. Hoffman attacks the paint. Layup on the way. Good. Nice finish there from Carter Hoffman. 36-32. 7 minutes to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter. Rebels only trail by 4 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Espenscheid on the wing to Bennett. Excuse me, that was Walton. Go to Munoz. Munoz behind the back dribble into the paint. Guarded by Hoffman. Fires one up off glass. No good as Munoz is able to slap away the rebound. Gets his own rebound. Throws it off Cornea out of bounds. 6:39 to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter. Punchers will inbound underneath the Rebels hoop. Rebels are going to go to a 2-3 zone here as they go to the corner for Espenscheid. Back inside for Stottenberg. Stottenberg nearly has it stripped. It's going to be out of bounds as Munoz never came back in. It'll be Rebels basketball. They get 3 straight stops to start the half. And wouldn't you know, they're down by 4 with a chance to cut into the lead. As Jaden Cornea will walk it up the floor. 6:35 to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter. Cornea finds Desch on the left wing. Desch to Meerbrook, turns, fires from the free throw line. Good! Rebels cut it to 2. 5-0 run to start the half for the Rebels. Munoz, 6:20 to go in the Epic Recreation third. He hands it off to Espenscheid. Working around, they go inside. Stottenberg blocked by Meerbrook. Into the hands of Bennett. Ripped away by Jaden Desch. Here come the Rebels on the attack. Chance to take the lead here as Desch slows it down. 6 minutes to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter. Hunter Pace catches. Turns to the hoop at the top of the key as the Rebels reset the offense. They go to Cornea on the left wing. Cornea surveys to Meerbrook at the free throw line. Meerbrook has it poked away, but he's able to get it to Desch. Desch back to Meerbrook. He attacks. Tries to dump it inside to Hoffman. We're getting an offensive foul called against the Rebels. 5:44 to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter. It's on Meerbrook. It'll be a player control foul, his second of the game. Rebels are going to bring a press here as Munoz throws it down the wing. They go to Hibbert. Hibbert has it poked away from behind. Off of Hibbert's leg, out of bounds. Hunter Pace with the backtrack. Pokes it off the foot of Hibbert. Rebels get the ball. 5:37 to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter. Cornea across the timeline. Finds Hunter Pace. Hoffman working inside. They give it to him. Hoffman, right-hand dribble, step back move, fouled on the play. Carter Hoffman will go to the line to shoot 2 Bear Lake Realty free throws. As that foul is on Espenscheid, his first. Team second. Carter Hoffman to shoot the Bear Lake Realty free throws. First one on the way is good. Bennett checks back in for the Punchers. 36-35. Hoffman back to the line. Free throw on the way. Good. 7-0 run to start the half for the Rebels. We are tied. It's exactly what we called for in the first half adjustments. Rebels are going to continue to press. Munoz attacks the middle of the floor. Rebels wall him off. He skips it on the wing to Hibbert. Hibbert back to Munoz. Rebels fall back into his own defense as Munoz attacks. Finds Hibbert. 3 on the way. Is good. As Hibbert knocks home the three-pointer, Rebels trail by 3 again. Cornea looks to attack. Picks up his dribble to Desch. Desch fakes the handoff. He's going to attack. Tries to hand it off to Muirbrook inside to no avail. Here come the Punchers back the other way. Munoz across the timeline. Attacks the lane. Hoffman is going to be called for the foul. Actually, a jump ball. What a defensive play there for Carter Hoffman. It'll be Rebels basketball. 4:41 to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter. Hoffman got his hand to the ball. That is a jump ball as Ridge Lundgren's going to check in for the Rebels.
Checking into the game for the Rebels.
As he replaces Pace.
Ridge Lundgren.
4:41 to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter. Jaden Cornea will walk it up the floor. 39-36 Punchers with the lead on the Station on Main scoreboard as Cornea sets up the offense as Lundgren catches on the wing. Go to Muirbrook. Muirbrook attacks the paint into the lane. Right-hand layup on the way. No good. Rebound into the hand of Munoz as he's going to look to attack. Surveys on the paint. Goes to Hibbert on the wing. Left open. 3 off the back rim. Into the hands of Cornea as Cornea looks to attack the paint. Right-hand layup on the way. Good. The Rebels cut it back to 1. Nice move there from Jaden Cornea as he gets the finish. And we are going to get an Independent Software Solutions timeout called by the Rebels. You're listening to Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on my local. You're listening to Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. We'll be right back after this quick commercial break.
Whether you're kicking up the dust in the hills, making waves down on the lake, or taking advantage of the world's greatest powder, don't just hope to have fun. Take that sled by the handlebars and make your time at Bear Lake epic. Epic Recreation rents equipment and cabins for your vacation fun at beautiful Bear Lake. From watercraft large and small to UTVs, sleds, and more, Epic Recreation has it all. On-road, off-road, or out on the Caribbean blue water. Book your next adventure at epicrecreation.net.
Well, welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. In the middle of the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com as the Punchers lead by 1, 39-38. We had the scoreboard backwards, sorry. 4:08 to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter. The Punchers ball out of bounds after the Rebels make the basket. As Ruben Stoutenberg will carry it across the timeline, gets the handoff. He dribble hands off to Munoz on the left wing. Munoz surveys across the top to Key. They go to the corner, inside to Hibbert. Hibbert up and under move. He lays it in. 41-38 as the Rebels come back the other way. 3 on the way from Ridge Lundgren. No good as Lundgren chases down his own rebound to Mason. Inside to Desch. Pump fake. Attacks the Key. Shot on the way. No good. Rebound pulled in by the Punchers. Here comes Munoz. Munoz finds a streaking player. Layup, no good. Rebels are unable to get to the rebound. Shot on the attempt on the way. He finishes it. It's Ashton Bennett. He'll shoot the and one free throw. Got to get back on defense. As Bennett was initially wide open on the layup opportunity, he missed the first one, was able to get his own rebound. Fouls on Lunger in his first. As Bennett will shoot the and one free throw. He's the best free throw shooter for the Punchers, coming in at 78% on the season. Knocks down the free throw. 44-38 after the Rebels got it. After the Rebels tied it, they now trail by 5 again. As Desch to Lundgren. Gets a screen to Desch. Left corner, thought about the three, attacks. Lays it up and over defender. Nice drive there from Jaden Desch. Cuts the 6-point lead to 4. 44-40 on the Station on Main scoreboard. 3:10 to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter as Munoz surveys. Goes to Hibbert. Stottenberg fakes the three. They double team. They go inside to Hibbert. That's going to be a foul against Desch. It'll be Desch's second. As Trey Walker will check in for the Rebels. He'll replace Carter Hoffman. Find Hibbert, his jumper on the way. No good. Desch with the rebound. Here come the Rebels. Desch across the timeline. Crosses over into the paint. Has it poked away by the Punchers. As they find Munoz. Munoz will push it up the floor to Stottenberg. Stottenberg on the wing, and it's stolen by Desch. It bounces out of bounds as Desch jumped the pass. 44-40 on the Station on Main scoreboard. 2:39 to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter. Hunter Pace will check in for Jaden Desch. Stottenberg will inbound across from the Punchers bench as the pass is deflected by Trey Walker, stolen by the Rebels. Hunter Pace attacks on the fast break as his right-hand layup no good, punched out of bounds by the Punchers. Jaden Cornea with the Mountain Valley Cattle Company inbounds play. Surveys, finds Mason at the top of the key. Pace on the left wing, has a slip out of his hands, but he's able to corral it before it turned over. Finds Cornea at the top of the key. Cornea went and got the ball as Mason. They lob it to Pace. Pace goes up to get it. Reverse layup on the way, no good, but Hunter Pace is fouled on the play. Will go to the line for 2 Bear Lake Realty free throws. Very similar to the same play that we saw run by the girls team earlier in the evening. Pace with the wherewithal to come down with the ball. Try a reverse layup. Gets himself 2 Bear Lake Realty free throws. First one on the way is short. Pace back to the line, looking to cut the lead to 3 with 2:16 to go in the Epic Recreation third. Free throw on the way is good. Hunter Pace has 13 in the contest as Drake Weston will check in for Jaden Cornea. 44-41 on the Station on Main scoreboard. 2:15 to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter. Munoz will walk it up the floor for the Punchers. Pulls up for 3. Off the back rim and out. Trey Walker gets the rebound. Rebels are in transition. Walker looks to attack into the lane. Jump stops. Fires a pass over the head of Jarrett Mason, out of bounds. Punchers basketball. 44-41, 2 minutes to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter is Munoz. Dribbles up on the wing to Stottenberg. Stottenberg looks to attack into the paint. Layup, no good, but he'll shoot 2 free throws. Fouls on Walker, his second. Team third. Stottenberg shoots the first free throw. It's good. Up to 16 on the contest. Those are his first points of the half. Stottenberg will shoot the second free throw. That one's good as well. 46-41. on the station on main scoreboard. Mason catches left corner three on the way, no good. Lundgren pulls in the rebound. Weston top the key, his three-pointer short. Rebounded to Hunter Pace. As the Rebels will reset the offense. 1:33 to go in the Epic Recreation third. Mason catches on the left wing. Goes to Weston. Weston to Lundgren on the right wing. To the right corner for Pace. Goes inside for Walker. Walker with a tough catch. Shot on the way. No good, but Trey Walker will shoot two. Bear Lake Realty free throws. Fouls on Hibbert, his second. Team fourth. Both teams have 4 team fouls as Walker will shoot the Bear Lake Realty free throw on the way. Rolls around and falls out.
Trey Walker's at the free throw line. One more attempt.
Walker will go back to the free throw line. Rebels need to be better down the stretch here in their shooting free throws. Second one on the way. In and out. Goes 0 for 2. Opportunity missed there for the Rebels as Munoz looks to push. Crosses over. Lays it in. 48-41. As the Rebels look to push. It's Lundgren. Crosses over. Pulls up for three. And it's good! Ridge Lundgren hits a huge shot there for the Rebels. As it rattles around, falls in. It'll be turned over by the Punchers. Rebels basketball. As every time the Rebels have fallen behind, they've gotten a huge shot. This time it's Ridge Lundgren getting the Rebels back into it with a straightaway three. 54 seconds to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter. Drake Weston will walk it up the floor. Weston to Mason on the wing. Mason surveys from the left wing. Back up top to Weston. As he goes back to Mason, nearly stolen. Mason thought about it. Goes to Walker in the corner. Walker crosses over, attacks the paint. Fouled before he lays it in. They'll be on the floor. 30 seconds to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter. As Trey played through the contact, foul beyond the floor. Fouls on Staley, his third. Team fifth. Rebels only drew 3 fouls in the first half. As they go to Walker in the corner. He makes a great catch. Tries to find Mason. Into the hands of Jarrett Mason. Mason surveys, floats one from the lane. No good, but Jarrett Mason's fouled on the play. He'll shoot 2 Bear Lake Realty free throws.
Bill Hibbert with the personal foul. That's his third.
That foul is on Hibbert, his third. Team sixth of the half. As Jarrett Mason will shoot 2 Bear Lake Realty free throws. Mason's first free throw on the way is good. Mason back to the line. Second Bear Lake Realty free throw on the way is good. Jarrett Mason 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Cuts the deficit to 48-46. Rebels trail by 2, 20 to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter. This is a huge defensive possession for the Rebels before the end of the quarter as Munoz holds the ball. 12 to go. Back to Munoz. Munoz on the big Piney low. Goes to Stottenberg. Stottenberg back to Munoz. 5 to go. Munoz looks to attack. Pulls up from 3 right on. Hits a dagger as he buries it. 51-46 on the station on main scoreboard as we head to the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. Listen to Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
This presentation on mylocalradio.com is also brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. With over 3 decades of experience, Dr. Todd Hoover can help you with all the chiropractic work you need, plus x-rays, blood work, a weight loss program, and can help you get rid of allergies and migraines. Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic in Evanston.
Supporting the Rich Rebels in everything they do. J-Bar Auto and J-Bar Excavation in Randolph provide services to Rich Rebel fans every day. Auto repair, tires, sand, and gravel. J-Bar Auto and J-Bar Excavation on Main Street in Randolph. Stop in today.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. Another Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. radio.com. That was a huge 3 hit by Munoz before the end of the quarter. Gives them 11 points in the contest. As we start the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter, Rebels down 5. Hibbert will inbound to Munoz to start the quarter. 51-46. Once again, no shot clock here in the state of Wyoming. Stottenberg catches on the right wing. To the top of the key for Espenscheid. Back to Stottenberg. He drives left into the paint. Layup on the way. Good. He's up to 18 as it's nearly turned over by the Rebels as Cornea catches. Goes to Muirbrook on the wing. Inside to Dash. Dash attacks. Shot blocked out of bounds. As we Rebels basketball, Cornea will inbound the Mountain Valley Cattle Company inbounds play. 7:32 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. Hoffman catches in the corner. Tries to go inside to Muirbrook. It's nearly poked away. Find Mason. Mason attacks. 15-foot jumper. Good! Nice shot there from Jarrett Mason. 53-48. As the Rebels press, it's Munoz. Stottenberg on the wing. Back to Munoz. He looks to attack. Down the lane. Shot on the way. No good. Misses the layup as here come the Rebels back the other way. Cornea. Mason. Left corner 3 on the way. Off. Munoz gets the rebound. Throws it ahead to Espenscheid out in front of everyone. Layup is good. 55-48 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Cornea will walk it up across the timeline. 6:54 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarters. Dash spins, floats one from the lane. No good. As the Big Piney Punchers pull in the rebound, it's Stottenberg that'll walk it up the floor. On the wing to Espenscheid. Espenscheid to the top of the floor for Hibbert. Hibbert to Stottenberg. Has 18 on the game. Drives. Is going to be called for a traveling violation as he tried to lean into Carter Hoffman. He pulled the chair on him. Rebels get the stop. Need a bucket. 6:30 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. Jaden Cornea will walk it up the floor. Cornea finds Mason on the left wing to Hoffman in the left corner. Hoffman continues to survey, finds Dash on the right wing. Dash gets a pick from Muirbrook, hands it off to Mason. Mason fakes the handoff to Cornea, drives the lane, right-hand layup on the way, no good, as Hibbert comes up with the rebound, throws it ahead. Back to Hibbert. Hibbert attacks the free throw line, finds Staley, his shot on the way, no good. Shot blocked. It'll be a jump ball as Staley and Dash come down with it. Dash gets the block as it'll be Rebels basketball. 5:53 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. Jaden Dash will inbound to Cornea. Cornea across the timeline. Big Piney's in a 1-3-1 as Jarrett Mason will catch on the left wing. Continues to survey. Skip pass to Hoffman. Hoffman skies to go get it. As he's guarded by Munoz. Picks up his dribble. As we're getting Independent Software Solutions timeout called by the Rebels. Listen to Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Amazing people work at the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier. From the receptionists to the doctors, the x-ray techs to the food service staff, from the phlebotomist to housekeeping and everyone in between. The care you receive can't be matched anywhere else. We really care about your health. We care about you. We work hard to have top quality equipment and facilities and provide a wide range of services so we can serve every patient. When selecting your healthcare providers, choose Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. You'll feel the difference.
Welcome back to Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth in the middle of Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation. Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. 55-48, the Big Piney Punchers over the Rebels. 5:34 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. Rebels ball to inbound in front of their own bench. It's Hunter Pace with the Mountain Valley Cattle Company inbounds play. Inbounds at the Cornea as they try to go for a steal. Cornea attacks, finds Pace. Pace on the right wing, back to Cornea up top. Mason catches on the left wing. Will survey, finds Hoffman in the left corner. Hoffman back to Mason. Mason surveys to Pace. Hunter Pace back to Jarrett Mason on the left wing. They switch spots, go to Hunter Pace. He catches, fires the left wing three. That's no good. Rebound pulled in by Munoz. He's going to find Stottenberg as they are off in transition. Continues to survey. As he's guarded by Mason on the left wing. Excuse me, right wing. Stottenberg to Munoz at the top of the key. Fakes the shot, looks to attack. Pulls up from 5 feet, is fouled on the play. Will shoot 2 free throws.
Rebel foul call on number 23, Carter.
Fouls on Carter Hoffman, his second. Team 5th.
Munoz to the free throw line.
As Giovanni Munoz will shoot 2 free throws. Free throw on the way, off the rim, rolls around and falls. .56-48 on the station on main scoreboard as Munoz will shoot the second free throw. This one on the way, in and out as Hunter Pace pulls in the rebound. He is fouled on the play by Munoz. That'll send Hunter Pace to the line to shoot the 1-and-1.
Big Piney foul called on Munoz, number 1. That's his second.
Not a foul I'm sure the Big Piney bench likes, as that foul is about 80 feet away from the Rebels hoop, as Hunter Pace will shoot the 1-and-1.
Hunter Pace to the free throw line, shoot 1-and-1.
Pace's free throw on the way out as the Rebels miss an opportunity there. As Pace tries to steal it, and that's going to be a foul against Hunter Pace, as Munoz is going to, it's actually going to be the 6th team foul. As Pace tried to get a swipe there. Carson Muirbrook will check in for the Rebels as he replaces Jarrett Mason. 4:47 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. Rebels down by 8, 56-48, as they're going to press Munoz. On the wing to Hibbert. Go to Stottenberg, back to Hibbert. Hibbert attacks, finds Munoz on the left wing. Thought about 3 instead, surveys. Out to Hibbert, he's going to fire the straight on 3. That's short. Rebound into the arms of Munoz. Munoz, nice find there. As we're going to get an independent software solutions timeout called by the Punchers bench. That might be a break there for the Rebels, as Munoz found Staley wide open underneath. You listen to Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation at Rich Rebels Basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Whatever brings you to Evanston, whether it's high school sports, a teaching conference, music festivals, speech and debate, or your job, always book your hotel reservations at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. With 165 ground-level rooms on 10 beautiful acres, the Best Western offers everything you need, including clean, comfortable rooms, a business office, workout room, and a full-service restaurant, plus a complimentary breakfast with every stay. Whenever you're in Evanston, make your hotel reservations with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. The Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels Basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. Punchers basketball out of bounds underneath the hoop, as the Rebels caught a little bit of a break there as Munoz found a player underneath for a layup as Hibbert drives the lane. Kicks it to Staley. Staley works it back to Munoz. No shot clock here in the state of Wyoming, so the Punchers can use as much time as they want. As that's a step back 3 on the way from Munoz. No good. Muirbrook pulls in the rebound, pushes it to Desch. 56-48 on the station on main scoreboard as Desch attacks. Shot on the way. No good as Desch is fouled, as I think he collided knee on knee with the player.
Foul called on number 22, Bill Hibbert. His fourth.
As that's painful. As Desch is up, back on his feet. That stings as he was navigating. The floor. Bill Hibbert collided legs with him. That foul's on Hibbert, his 4th. As they're going to get Desch out of the game.
Back on the floor.
As he is having trouble getting to the bench.
Number 4, Jarrett Mason.
As Jarrett Mason will shoot 2 free throws. Mason will shoot 1-and-1 as the Jared Mason will shoot the 1-and-1. First free throw on the way, no good. Hoffman pulls in the rebound. Up and under move, layup, no good. As Munoz will come away with the rebound. Munoz goes down. He'll be fouled on the play. He'll shoot the 1-and-1.
That was called on number 23, Carter.
This will be on Hoffman.
His third.
His third.
Munoz to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Munoz will shoot the 1-and-1. 3:57 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. First free throw on the way is good. So Munoz is now 4 for 5 from the line. Opportunity to make it a double-digit lead for the Punchers. Layup no good, but he grabs his own rebound, but we're going to get a violation called against the Punchers as he was in a little bit too early. As the Rebels push it up the floor, they trail 57-48 on the Station on Main scoreboard. As Mason catches in the left corner, 3 on the way, no good. Rebound pulled in by the Punchers as Stauffenberg throws it ahead, has Munoz in front of everyone. Pump fakes, allows the defender to go by, lays it in, 59-48 on the Station on Main scoreboard as Munoz is up to 13. Rebels work it up the floor. We're going to get Independent Software Solutions timeout called by the Rebels bench. And with that, we are going to go to the Gare Bear Fan Cam, brought to you by broker Gary McKee at Bear Lake Realty.
Business card.
As for all your realty needs in Bear Lake, call 435-946-8888. That's 435-946-8888, or visit bearlakerealty.com. 435-946-8888. As the Rebels trail 59-48 on the Station on Main scoreboard. As we go back to our live cam. 35 seconds to go in the full Independent Software Solutions timeout. And the Rebels, they need to get back to what got them close in the third was defense and timely offense, as their offense has gone a little cold, but the defense has been a little suspect here in the fourth quarter as they trail 59-48 on the Station on Main scoreboard. This is a big Piney team that averages 58 points per game. They're already 1 over their average. As the Rebels will break the huddle. The Rebels basketball out of bounds. As the 5 on the floor is Hoffman, Pace, Walker, Muirbrook, and Weston. Carter Hoffman has the Mountain Valley Cattle Company inbounds play in his hand. As he finds Weston in the near corner, he's going to dribble drive to Walker. Walker fakes the pass. Left open for the three-pointer on the way. No good. Hunter Pace skies, tips the rebound, can't quite corral it as Munoz will dribble it up the floor. Picked up by Walker, crosses over into the paint. Throws it back on the wing to Bennett. Bennett to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg guarded by Hoffman. Kicks it back to Munoz. 3:07 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. Munoz. As Walker switches with Muirbrook to guard Munoz, they go to the middle of the floor for Staley. Staley the handoff to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg to Staley to Munoz in the corner. As he's called for a traveling violation. Good defense there for the Rebels. Checking the ball game for the Punchers, number 22, Bill Hibbert. Drake Weston will walk it up the floor with 2:50 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. Rebels down 59-48. Punchers are in a 1-3-1 zone. Pace catches on the left wing. Thought about it. Back to Weston. Weston goes to Hoffman. Hoffman on the left wing. Back to Weston, the top to Key. Hoffman catches again on the right wing. Back to Weston. Pace catches left wing, 3 on the way. Good. Hunter Pace buries the My Local Radio three-pointer. We're going to get Independent Software Solutions timeout called by the Rebels. 59-51, 2:26 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. We got a 30-second timeout. We're going to stay right here as the Rebels, they trail by 8. Need to stop here defensively as there's just over 2 minutes to go. As if you're the Rebels, you want to try to get a steal in the front court. They're going to be super aggressive on the ball. Every foul they take is going to send the Punchers to the free throw line. The Punchers are a 61% free throw shooting team. Keep that in mind down the stretch. As Bill Hibbert, if he's on the floor, he is a 59% free throw shooter. As there's a couple of punchers that you might want to foul if you get the opportunity. Probably don't want to foul Munoz or Stottenberg. As the Rebels are going to go full court man. Punchers get the ball, they inbound. Pass to Munoz on the wing. He catches it across the timeline into the offense as the Rebels triple team. They find Bennett in the corner. Munoz attacks, back dribbles. 2:13 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. Gets a screen as we're going to get a foul against Weston. That'll send number 22, Bill Hibbert, to the line for 2 free throws.
Foul called on number 5, Drake Weston. That's his first.
That is Drake's first foul of the game.
Staying back in the lineup.
As Hibbert will shoot the 1-and-1. Free throw on the way, in and out as Hoffman pulls down the rebound. Here come the Rebels on the attack. Hoffman gets a screen. Thought about the pass to Weston. They go to Walker. Walker looks to attack as he is fouled on the play. Trey Walker will shoot the 1-and-1. 1:57 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. Foul's on Espenscheid, his second. Team ninth. Rebels will be shooting 2 free throws on the next foul. Walker will shoot 1-and-1. Into the routine. He's going to get a second one if he misses. As Espenscheid fell into the lane. Walker will reshoot. Espenscheid was the first one in, so the Rebels get a reshot at it. Second one, no good. Rebels miss an opportunity there as they push it to Stottenberg. Stottenberg pass stolen by Trey Walker. Walker looks to attack down the lane. Jump stop, shot on the way, no good. Trey Walker will shoot 2. Bear Lake Realty free throws.
Foul called on Big Piney, number 22, Bill Hibbert.
1:45 to go in the ball game as Hibbert's going to foul out for the Punchers. Finishes with 9. His average is 9.4. As Staley will replace him. Trey Walker shooting 2 Bear Lake Realty free throws.
Trey Walker is the line to shoot 2.
First free throw on the way is good. 59-52 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Walker back to the free throw line. Second free throw on the way. Good. Trey Walker goes 2 for 2 from the Bear Lake Realty free throw line. Rebels now trail by 6. As they're going to get a foul as Munoz will shoot the 1-and-1. 1:42 left to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. As the Rebels are really extending this ball game.
That's his second foul.
As Desch and Mason will check back in for Muirbrook and Walker.
Mason and Desch back in the lineup.
Good to see Jaden Desch back on the floor after he bumped knees with a Big Piney player driving through the lanes. Good to see he's back out there. Munoz free throw on the way. Good. (60-53) on the Station on Main scoreboard. Munoz back to the line. Second free throw on the way is good as well. 61-53. Those 2 points right back as Pace drives. Goes inside to Hoffman. Hoffman shot on the way. No good. Rebound by Hoffman as he is fouled on the play. Will shoot 2 free throws. As the Rebels are going to bring Muirbrook and Walker back into the game.
Foul was called on number 1.
Carter Hoffman shoot 2 Bear Lake Realty free throws. Fouls on Munoz, his third. Carter Hoffman in the line to shoot 2. First free throw on the way is good.
Hoffman in the free throw line makes the first 2 attempts.
Walker and Muirbrook replace Desch and Mason. Offense, defense for the Rebels. Hoffman back to the line. Second free throw on the way, no good. As the punchers pulling the rebound, it's Bennett. As Mason's trying to foul, they don't give it to him, so they give it to Stottenberg in the corner. So Independent Software Solutions timeout called by the Big Piney bench. As it looked like Drake Weston wanted to foul Ashton Bennett. Might not be the player for the punchers you want to foul, as he is their best free throw shooter at 78%. As we get a full timeout called by the punchers, the Rebels trail 61-54 on the Station on Main scoreboard. They need to get stops, but they're going to try to get a steal initially. And if you can't do that, you got to foul. Just under a minute left to play in the ball game. As they talk it over in the huddle, Rebels will look to trap, and if they can trap off that first pass, they're going to want to try to get a steal. And if they're able to do that, then they'll be into the offense, trying to get a quick bucket. The next foul, the Big Piney Punchers will be shooting 2 free throws, as they will be in the double bonus. Rebels already in the double bonus. Five to go in the timeout as the Rebels hit the floor. They're 5. Weston, Walker, Pace, Hoffman, and Muirbrook. The 5 for the punchers. Stottenberg, Munoz, Bennett, Staley, as well as Espenscheid. As they're able to get to Munoz into the front court. 1:20 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. As Munoz continues to dribble, Walker all over him. Work it around. Back to Munoz. As Walker's able to poke it away from behind. But they'll call a foul on Walker. They'll send Munoz back to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Walker's third. As Muirbrook and Walker will be replaced by Mason and Desch. Offense for defense for the Rebels. 1:10 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter as Munoz will shoot 2 free throws. First free throw on the way. Off the front of the rim and falls in. 62-54 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Munoz back to the line. Second free throw on the way is good. Probably shouldn't foul him as he is feeling it. He's up to 17 points in the ball game. Weston to Mason on the left wing. Finds Desch. He's going to pull up from the 10-foot volleyball line off the back rim and out. Munoz pulls on the rebound as he's going to look to push it. 55 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. They have a layup attempt. They pass it out of the layup as we're going to get a foul called against Mason. It's actually probably better for the Rebels there that they get the foul on Staley. Bench is calling for an intentional, but I don't think it was intentional. I don't think you can call an intentional foul there just because they were going up for the shot. As Staley will shoot 2 free throws. He's 2 for 2 on the year. First free throw on the way is good. Staley improves to 3 for 3 on the season as he came into the, according to Wyo Preps, came into the season having no free throw attempts. Second one on the way. Off the side of the rim and out as Desch pulls in the rebound. Rebels look to push. They do. Hoffman on the wing. Pulls up for 3. That's short. Rebound into the hands of Munoz as the Rebels are going to foul. 64-54 on the Station on Main scoreboards. Will send Munoz back to the line. He has 17 in the game. He is 6 of 8 from the free throw line. Fouls on Mason, his third. 40 seconds to go in the game. Rebels have done a much better job on Stoutenberg in the second half. He finished with 17. He had 15 in the first half as Munoz's first free throw is good, but Munoz has 18. He's had 6 at the half as Cornea will replace Weston. 65-54 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Munoz will shoot the second free throw on the way. That one's no good as Munoz stepped over the line again. Punchers are going to press. 40 seconds to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. 65-54 on the Station on Main scoreboard. As they go to Cornea in the middle of the floor, across the timeline to Pace. Left corner 3 on the way, no good. As Jarrett Mason fights for the rebound, we're going to get a foul called think it'll be against Espenscheid as the Rebels will shoot 2 free throws as Walker's going to check back in for the Rebels. It's a third against Espenscheid.
His third.
Jarrett Mason to the line to shoot 2 free throws. First one on the way, short.
Jarrett Mason is at the free throw line. Has one more attempt.
As Noah Perry and Trey Walker will check in for Jaden Dash and Hunter Pace. 30 seconds to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. Jarrett Mason will step back to the line to shoot the free throw. Second free throw on the way is good. Mason up to 8 in the ball game. 65-55 as we're going to get a timeout called by the Big Piney bench right before the pass was called or thrown. 28.8 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. The Big Piney Punchers take a full Independent Software Solutions timeout. You listen to Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. 65-55 on the station on main scoreboard. You got to give credit to the Punchers. They came into this ball game shooting 29.8 from the three-point line, and they've been much better than that tonight. As Stottenberg himself, he hit 3 threes in the first half, as he is a 30% three-point shooter coming in to the game. As they've shot the ball incredibly well tonight. 65-55 on the station on main scoreboard, as it'll be Punchers basketball out of bounds underneath their own hoop. Rebels will look to defend the inbound, maybe get a trap, see if you can get a steal. 65-55 on the station on main scoreboard, as both teams are in the double bonus. Only foul trouble for either team as Hibbert has fouled out of the game. Everyone else is capped at 3 fouls. 28.8 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. Let's see what the Punchers drew up in the timeout, as it's Stoutenberg to inbound. Stoutenberg looking to get it to someone, can't, finally gets it inbounds, as we're going to get a foul called as Cale Espenscheid will shoot free throws. Rebels were able to hold him off for about 4.5 seconds out of the 5 as Jared Mason picks up his 4th foul. Pace and Desch will check back in for the Rebels. 27.4 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. Espenscheid to the line to shoot 2 free throws. First free throw on the way. Rolls around and falls. Punchers are a 61% three-point or free throw shooting team coming into the game as well. And they've been very, very good from the line. As Espenscheid, that's his first point of the game. He's a 50% free throw shooter on the year. Second one on the way is good. 67-55 on the station on main scoreboard. Rebels push it into the corner. Left corner 3 from Jarrett Mason on the way short. As the rebound fought for by Munoz. He's able to dribble through traffic. He's going to throw it ahead. One more layup for the Punchers, as that will just, that'll do it as the Rebels look to push. 69-55. Desch pulls up for 3 on the way. No good. Rebound into the hands of Stottenberg. With 4 to go, he's going to dribble the clock out, and the Punchers pick up a win over the Rebels. As you listen to the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. 69-55, Punchers win this ball game. You listen to the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. We'll be back with the postgame show after this.
Business cards are a powerful and inexpensive way to promote the goods and services you offer. You can design your own cards or have the professionals at Weststar Printing design your business cards. Now with same-day and next-day turnaround on all business card printing, you don't have to wait. Get your business cards today. Professional quality, inexpensive prices, and quick turnaround. Visit Weststar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston, across from the library. Weststar Printing, 307-789-5202.
When you drive on the best tires that are rotated, balanced, and inflated properly, you can save money 2 ways. The best tires can reduce wear and tear on your vehicle. That saves you money in the long run. The best tires can also improve your overall miles per gallon. That helps you save every time to fill up at the pump. At Freeway Tire in Evanston, we offer the best tires with the best service for every vehicle. Make sure you're running on the best tires you can. Visit Freeway Tire today, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
Rich School District has a legendary history of student success in the classroom and in other areas. Over 70% of Rich High students are involved in extracurricular activities. Participation in the classroom, on the field, in the gym, or on the stage helps students reach their potential. Working together with students, the community, and an amazing staff, we have the opportunity to build tomorrow's leaders. Rich School District, focusing on success, one student at a time.
Precision, the quality, condition, or fact of being exact and accurate.
Precision is important. Scoring the next point, making the perfect shot, getting the best score. And when you think of your dentist, you want precision to be the first word that comes to mind. That's why patients are so pleased with Dr. McKay Frankum. He provides precision family dentistry at reasonable prices to every patient. Dr. McKay Frankum, call today for an appointment.
Call Dr. McKay Frankum at 789-8910.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. In the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. It is time for the Jimmy John's Freaky Fast Recap, brought to you by Jimmy John's, 113 Front Street in Evanston, where fast meets fresh every day. And the Rebels dropped this one 69-55. They were able to tie the game in the third quarter after they came out on a 7-0 run at 36-36. They trailed 36-29 at half. They tie it there, and from that point forward, the Punchers take over as they win this ballgame, 69-55. When we come back, we'll have our Precision Play of the Game brought to you by Dr. McKay Frankum, and our Player of the Game brought to you by the town of Garden City. Listen to Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Precision, the quality, condition, or fact of being exact and accurate.
Precision is important. Scoring the next point, making the perfect shot, getting the best score. And when you think of your dentist, you want precision to be the first word that comes to mind. That's why patients are so pleased with Dr. McKay Frankum. He provides precision family dentistry at reasonable prices to every patient. Dr. McKay Frankum, call today for an appointment.
Call Dr. McKay Frankum at 789-8910.
In the state where life is elevated, live your life in a higher gear. Cash Honda Yamaha can help you enjoy our beautiful local terrain, whether it's in the valleys, mountains, snow, or water. So get out and enjoy all nature has to offer at a higher speed. Visit Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley to start living your life at your new speed. Visit us in Hyde Park, just north of Logan, Utah.
Whatever brings you to Evanston, whether it's high school sports, a teaching conference, music festivals, speech and debate, or your job, always book your hotel reservations at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. With 165 ground-level rooms on 10 beautiful acres, the Best Western offers everything you need, including clean, comfortable rooms, a business office, workout room, and a full-service restaurant, plus a complimentary breakfast with every stay. Whenever you're in Evanston, make your hotel reservations with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. The Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. It's time for the Dr. McKay Frankum Precision Play of the Game. And we're going to give it to Ridge Lundgren, who buried a triple from straight away. It rattled around the rim and fell for Lundgren, as that three really gave the Rebels life as they fell behind, as that three brought them back to 45-41. It is time for your Player of the Game. And for the Player of the Game, we'll have to go with Hunter Pace. Finishes with 13 points, as that's the Town of Garden City Player of the Game is Hunter Pace. When we come back, we'll have one last calendar update for you. Listen to Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
This presentation on mylocalradio.com is also brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. With over 3 decades of experience, Dr. Todd Hoover can help you with all the chiropractic work you need, plus x-rays, blood work, a weight loss program, and can help you get rid of allergies and migraines. Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic in Evanston.
Now you can get your oil changed, have minor repairs made to your vehicle, and get it completely detailed at one location in one appointment. T-Bar Body Shop in Evanston does body work and more, a lot more. If you need to have a trailer rewired, your brakes replaced, a chip repaired in your windshield, or your windshield replaced, you can get it all done at T-Bar Body Shop. This is the manager, Jeremy Rex, inviting you to stop in for a free quote today. T-Bar Body Shop, 515 County Road. Let T-Bar fix your car.
Nothing makes your kid feel like a superstar more than seeing his or her very own Fathead in the stands. Fathead car decals and yard signs are inexpensive and easy to get at Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. Whether it's for the big game or to cheer on the high school band, our children make us proud in so many ways. Show your pride today. Go Rebels! West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street, Evanston.
The monster is coming, and it wants you and your family.
And that's great news, really, because it's time for the Bear Lake Monster Winterfest, January 27th through the 29th. Winterfest is all about an incredible celebration of winter and all the fun it brings. So start Friday with Monster Winter Sports and Trails Day, a free event featuring fat tire bikes, snowshoes, snowmobiles, and tubes for the kids. Also a taste of Bear Lake, with local restaurants dishing up their tasty specialties. Then Saturday, it's the Monster 5K Walk and Run, a Monster Cisco Disco Tournament, chili cook-off, even a cardboard boat regatta, followed by the famous Monster Plunge. Come on, Bear Lake awaits. Visit BearLakeMonsterWinterfest.com for pre-registration times and locations. That's BearLakeMonsterWinterfest.com. Presented by Bear Lake Visitors Bureau and Bear Lake Chamber.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. We have a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation, Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online on mylocalradio.com. Time for one last calendar update brought to you by the Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau, as we will have boys basketball for you tomorrow on Saturday starting at 7:30, pregame at 7, as the boys will take on the Bear Lake Bears in Bear Lake. We'll have that game for you live on 98.3 FM and online on mylocalradio.com. Next weekend, though, it'll be a very interesting weekend as we'll have Kemmer at home, both boys and girls. Girls start at 5:30, boys at 7. And then on Friday, we'll have just girls basketball as the Rebels will take on Altamont. Pregame at 3:30, tip at 4, just the girls game, as it's the makeup for when the boys played by themselves earlier in the season. It's actually the boys' first game of the season. On Saturday, we'll be at Tabiona. Girls pregame at 5, tip off at 5:30. Boys will tip off at 7. And that has been your Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau calendar update, as you're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online on mylocalradio.com. Until next time, go Rebels.
The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of mylocalradio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC. Thank you for joining us for this sports presentation on mylocalradio.com.